Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast Apocalyptic Battle Report. Today the Imperium faces the Eldari forces on this 300 per side, 600 power level total. Let's dive right into the action.
The Dark King.
Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report. I'm here with Greg.
Hello.
And you have seen him before on the channel.
Last time I didn't have a beard, I don't think.
That's right. Last time I don't think I showed your face because it was a quick little bat rep.
Yes, that's
yeah,
right.
we played something
recorded.
quick and fun.
Yep.
That's right. It was the Inari.
That's right.
That was that was a
Trying not to
Patreon
do it.
exclusive. Okay, today we're playing Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Been looking forward to this. And we're before release day. Hooray.
Oh my goodness. I know. You get to hang out with me, play some Apocalypse. It's going to
Yeah.
be fun. We're going to play 300 power level each.
That's going to be so awesome. That's going to be quick too compared to what we normally would play.
It's all set up on the tables. We're playing the basic mission. We've basically gone through everything. We've built our decks. We've done all that stuff. We'll kind of explain how that works. But other than that, I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to try and explain everything as it goes.
All right. Well, you're going to have to because I didn't get the book. You did.
That's right. Well,
Mine will come on the Saturday.
so other than that, guys, let us know what you think down below. But let's play Apocalypse. 300 power level of Drukhari and Aeldari looks something like this. Well, first of all, I just want to say this is my Revenant Titan, and I'm really excited to run him. Yeah, but he's 70 power level by himself.
Is this your first painted run of him?
This is the guy that I painted, yeah. I played the Apocalypse game with Kyle and his 50,000 points of orcs, and that was his debut. But now, this is his second game. It's really cool. Get your stuff painted, guys, because it's really fun. So, this is a Supreme Command detachment of a Laytok. I know that he can't be a Laytok, that's okay, don't crucify me, internet, but it is an Eldari, or Azuriani Supreme Command, with a Jetbike Farseer, unit of Fire Dragons in a Wave Serpent, with Illic Night Spear, and a Warlock. Of course, the Farseer is the commander for this detachment. That's my first detachment. My second detachment is a Spearhead with 4 Ravagers. I'm using good old Vect as a Ravager today. He'll be the commander of the Ravager detachment, which each Ravager has 2 Disintegrators and 1 Dark Lance, because Dark Lances and Disintegrators have different target priority now, not as like 40k, not like the regular game. Then I have a Poison Tongue battalion. This is led by Archon Skari himself, that's right, the Blade, with his 2 Urgals and a Slith, which are his Court of the Archon. 6 Venoms, and then 5 units of 5 Cabalite Warriors. That is just lots and lots of anti-infantry. Then I have a Cult of Strife battalion led by Lilith Hesperax herself. That's right, we got her to come down from the gladiatorial arenas for this real space raid. 5 witches and a raid over the Darklance, then 15 witches and 2 units of 20 witches. And to round it all off, the Prophets of Flesh have brought their flesh machines to the fight, led by none other than Urien Rakarth himself, his contempt for death, bar none in the universe, with a raider, 2 units of 3 Talos with Haywire Blasters, 2 units of 3 Grotesques, a unit of 5 Racks, and then 2 units of 10 Racks. And this is 300 power level of Filthy Xenos. The Dark Kin. And some Eldo. And here we have the glorious 300 power level of Blood Angels and Knights. This is a multiple detachment army, which is awesome. Lots of cool stuff that you can do. So Greg, take it away. What have you brought to face the Eldari today?
All right. So I'm going to identify them in the order of I think is the hierarchy of command.
Okay, perfect.
So leading the entire army is Dante himself.
Dante himself, now he's going to be a Warlord and he's going to be the Supreme Warlord.
Yeah.
So he'll get a really cool Warlord trait.
Yeah, the War Master trait is what the Apocalypse calls him.
Awesome.
Yeah, so in his unit is the Sanguinary Guard with the Sanguinary Ancient.
Yeah.
And I have the new newly redeployed Lucius pattern drop pods for the Dreadnoughts. Inside there's the Furioso with blood talons.
Yeah, he looks angry.
So that's leading the army. Secondary detachment will be these guys here.
So there's a primary battalion detachment as well.
Yeah, and that's led by Mephiston here.
Mephiston himself. Oh yes.
All right, so that one has 2 units of tactical marines.
Yep.
2 units of scouts. One of them has snipers.
Yep.
And then your Razorback, Rhino, 2 ball predators.
Awesome.
Next we have over here is a Vanguard detachment over here.
And that is
led by Lamartes.
Ooh, Lamartes himself.
So I'm bringing all the characters with me today.
Oh yeah, the big toys.
Yeah, so Lamartes will be leading that one there. That unit of Jump Death Company. Then I got a unit of On Foot Death Company, which will be deployed with a drop pod with a chaplain.
Yep.
And I have another Lucius drop pod. My wife was so graceful. I'm very grateful for my wife buying me 2 of them.
2 Lucius patterns. That's awesome because I love Lucius patterns.
Yeah, and then of course the other Furioso here.
Frag cannon. Yep.
And then now there for the last Bull Angel we have is the flyer over there, which is Storm Raven.
Yeah, that's a fly detachment. You can just have a single flyer as an auxiliary detachment. And he's going to be in command of himself, so he's going to be flying around shooting stuff.
Yeah. And over here we have our Knight detachment. So these is Hawkshroud. These guys like to ally up with a lot of different people.
Yep.
They've done a few with my Blood Angels before, so they've got a couple Blood Angel markings if you happen to see them every once in a while. Anyway, the first one will be this detachment here, Super Heavy Detachment, led by my Knight Lancer.
Yeah.
He will be the character most likely.
Yep, so their trait is they get to pick one knight to be a warlord. So they become a character, and they also get to roll on Supreme Warlord trait table to get a Supreme Warlord trait, which is awesome.
And then second Super Heavy Detachment is the Paladin with 2 Halberans. And obviously the Paladin will be the one leading.
Awesome. So you've got 1 character there, 1 character there, 1 character there, that's 3 characters, 4 characters, 5 characters. So you'll be drawing, so that's 5 warlords. You'll be drawing the 5 cards.
6 characters.
6, sorry, yes.
And he's an HQ as well.
Okay.
So 7 characters.
Awesome, 7. But you'll be you get one for each warlord when you play. But that is a 300 power level of Angels of Death and Knights from the Honorable House of Hawkshroud. Let's take a look at the filthy aliens. So this is the table we're playing on. It is a 8x6 table, since we're playing 600 points combined. That's a decent sized table for you to play on. Oh, it's just 2 tables mashed together. We've kind of made one side very like a Cities of Death side, one side more of a like barren wasteland, ash waste side. We're playing Apocalyptic Assault, which is mission numero 1, and we've made our armies. We've set up the battlefield now. We're going to set up objectives. They have to be placed outside of 12 inches of a table edge and more than 12 inches away from another objective. You basically get points for capturing objectives at the end of every turn. And then we're going to roll off to see who's attacker and who's defender. Well, starting with the attacker, you put deployments. So, I mean, objectives. So we're going to roll off to see who's attacker, who's defender. Okay, so I'm going to roll. Haha! I roll a 1. Oh, it's a draw. I roll 2. Oh my goodness, another draw. What is this? This is going to get silly quickly. A 4.
There you go.
To a 2. Guess what? The Dark Eldar are attacking, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. For the objectives, we're going to be using Warhammer Day objective markers. Yeah, exclusive Warhammer Day objective markers. They look really neat. So we're going to put objectives. I get to pick numero 1 first. And what are we going to make important? Okay. We have placed the objectives. We are playing this 24 inches in between us. So you basically have 24 inches up because it's essentially hammer and anvil deployment. I put an objective here. I put an objective there. Put an objective over there. And then we basically went back and forth. But Greg put one here. There's one in this building, one in this crater. Now, because the defender gets to deploy first, he basically gets to choose his deployment zone. So he's going to take this side with 3 objectives nearby, forcing me to come to him. A very defending move, if I may say.
Because ties go to me.
That's right, because if at the end of the turn, if we are defending, if we both have the same amount of objectives, the defender wins and gets a point. Yeah. If we have the same number of objectives each, which forces me to basically take one away from him. Which is cool, it's interesting. So now that we've done that, we go back and forth deploying 1 detachment at a time. First deployment, Greg, what is it?
So it would be my.
We just find it funny because he's null deploying me in Apocalypse.
Yeah. So this whole unit here is going to be in Deep Strike. Like I said, the drop pod and then the jump pack.
Okay, so Dante and his cronies in Deep Strike Reserve, or as they call it in Apocalypse, Tactical Reserves. Urian Rakoth has put his entire detachment. He's inside of a raider with 5 racks. It just means he can't get killed on turn 1, right? Because the raider won't die until the end of the turn. So it gives him a turn of not getting shot, which is great. And when for command, if you're in a transport, you measure within 12 inches of the transport itself. So the Talos have to deploy as a unit, but then they act as individual units. The Grotesques, 2 units of 3, big 10-man units of racks, and a Kronos right in the middle there. So that is my Coven detachment ready to go up and threaten these objectives here. Okay, second deployment.
All right, Lamarte's detachment, all the Death Company and the Furioso.
He's going to go into that Storm Raven.
Yeah, and then they're going to Deep Strike.
That Deep Striking. Hooray! We don't know if that's possible, but you can all go and sit down and just watch the battle report and enjoy it instead of being nitpicky. Second detachment deployed for me, Wave Serpent with 5 Fire Dragons and a Warlock, my Sky Runner, and my Revenant Titan in range of being able to shoot to every corner of the table. So that's why I put him in the middle. There's no hiding him. Yeah. Come get some. Third deployment for the Blood Angels is the entire battalion. Blood Angels led by Mephiston. He's, of course, in a Razorback, so he doesn't get shot to death. These 2 scout units have infiltrate, so they can deploy 9 inches away from the enemy or enemy deployment zone, and he's put them in these defensible structures. So defensible structures like a ruin, but the footprint, and it acts like a you can embark and disembark from it. They get a 6-up save, which is really good for like light infantry as long as they're inside defending it. And even if they're charged, they can still shoot, which is pretty cool because they're technically not on base to base. But if I charge the building, I can attack them. So that's how that works. These guys are outside, and then the 2 ball predators and that and that. So now it is my turn again. What? The 4 Ravagers have deployed in the Spearhead. This is the commander, of course, and then you have the other Ravagers. Each has 2 Disintegrators and a Lance. Attack! And here we have the Dreadnought from the Death Company detachment with the Storm Raven that is part of the Storm Raven detachment on this flank over here. And then I have to deploy my Cabal, and I have to deploy my Witch Cult, and then he still has 2 deployments as well. So he's going to out-deploy me. No! Which means he's going to be able to pick and choose where he puts his knights. Okay then, okay. And here we have the Venoms! Archon Skari with his Court of the Archon, and all the Venoms around him. Ha-ha! Okay. Now let's see where the first detachment of knights gets put down. My last detachment drop is Lilith Hesperax and 5 witches in that raider. And then 55 witches. Hooray! 3 different units. And I'm deployed! This is my cool pan-like moment where you get to see the entire army panned. Deployment phase. Greg's last deployment was this lance formation with a lancer and a couple of knights, a gallant and some other stuff. Oh, so that's a strong flank over here. I'm assuming where all his drop pods are going. Maybe. We'll see.
See where supports you.
We will see. So we are done deploying. Now what we do is we designate our commanders, essentially. Our warlords, they are called. So each detachment is, you have to designate a command group for each detachment. If they are a character, they also gain the warlord keyword, and being a warlord gives you access to extra strategic assets, essentially. So you get these nifty little markers that came in the box set. I highly recommend you get the box set. But so each commander gets a little command token. So Archon Skari is a commander. This Vect Ravager is a commander. This Farseer is a commander. Urian Rakoth inside of this raider is a commander. And then Lilith Hesperax over here in this raider is also a commander. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 warlords. No, right? So that's 4 warlords one in each detachment. And then 1 that is not a warlord. He's just a commander, which means he doesn't give me an extra card. Okay, so for this detachment, that paladin, then Mephiston inside of that raceback, then the lancer, and then the actual Stormraven is its own commander.
Yeah. And then I have 2 over here.
And then Dante and Lamartis. So they are in Deep Strike Reserve. Now, we get to pick one character that is going to be our Supreme Warlord, and they get a Warlord trait. So we roll a d12 on the Warlord trait, on the Supreme Warlord traits table, and that'll give us like a cool little bonus. The Knights get a cool thing where their commander essentially gets to roll on that trait as well. So Greg's going to get 3 of these cool abilities, and I'm going to get 1. I'll roll for mine first. Haha! So they all do different things. So let's see what it does. Archon Skari gets a 6. Heroic Commander. Increase the range of his aura abilities by 6 inches.
Nice.
So all his Kabalite units get to reroll, get reroll 1s to hit within.
12.
No, within.
12 inches now.
Yeah, 12 inches of him, and then that's cool.
It's not bad.
And I think in command, I guess, would that help in command? Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, it's all aura abilities.
Cool. Okay. And
let's do Dante.
Ooh, what does he get? He gets a 12.
Relic Force Field.
Once per damage phase, you can roll a d12 for 1 of the saving throws instead of d6. So essentially, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Awesome. Dante is a legendary force field
Can I do my Paladin?
Cool.
9.
9. Ooh.
Martial Discipline.
Friendly units that are within 6 inches unit when they fall back can still shoot and or fight.
Oh, that's good, because I have Palvarians on his team.
Nice. So they can fall back and still shoot. What?
And this will be for my Knight Lancer.
Awesome. Gets
9
a
again.
9 as well.
Nice.
Oh, that's super flexible Knight Lances and a very durable Warlord Commander with Dante.
Excellent.
Perfect. So we are done and ready. Prepared for battle. Dun, 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 dun. Hooray! So, the mission is simple. You get 1 point for every objective marker you control. Oh no, you get 1 point if you control more objective markers than your opponent at the end of the battle round, or the end of the turn essentially. And you control an objective marker by having more units within 6 inches than your enemy at the end of the damage phase. So it's going to be a let's go murder a bunch of
Do you
stuff.
have battalions?
Yes, I have battalions, so all the troops are good, I think.
All battalions have objective security.
Right, so battalions in general.
Battalion detachments?
Ooh,
All units in them have objective security.
which is good. And I have lots of battalions, which is actually good. Okay.
Well, I only have the one. So
You have the 1, but even the Ball Predators get that
Correct.
rule. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay. Fancy.
It's a hard center.
With that, we start our first turn, and the first thing we do is
Initiative.
roll for initiative, which is a d12.
Oh, a D12 now.
Yeah, it is a d12. It's a very straightforward thing. So, Greg. Ooh.
1.
And the Dark Eldar have the initiative, which means on a tie, I think I lose because I get -1 next turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or something.
Ah, okay.
Or I don't know. Maybe I win. I'm not
So
sure.
it's like the old...
Yeah, it's back.
rolls?
We'll check it in a second.
Okay.
But with that, now we secretly. Now we have to generate our command assets. None of our armies are out of command, so now we place like out of command stuff, and then nice. So so we've declared initiative, right? We've determined that next turn on ties, Greg wins, and then he gets initiative because he didn't have it this turn. And now it is reinforcements. So before we do anything, reinforcements come in. I decided not to bring in Illic, Night Spear. But he did. He brought his Death Company in. Lucius Pan and Drop Pods have a special rule where they disembark as soon as they land, which is great. And now we move into the order phase. So we secretly put we go into the generate assets phase. So we each generate one command point, one card, sorry. A command point. Man, I've been playing 8th edition forever. One card, and then one for each warlord that we have in a detachment, which means I'll have the 4 plus 1, so I'll get 5 cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and +1.
So you generate one command point for each warlord you have on the battlefield,
Plus additional basic.
plus an extra 1. So Dante's in reserve, so he's not generating one right now, but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 extra for the one. So he gets 5 cards, I get 5 cards. So now we're in the orders phase. We give an order to each detachment, essentially, face down, right? So you put it next to the commanders. So I've got the detachments. They each have an order to carry out. I'm just waiting for Greg to do his. He's putting his orders down. And it can either be move twice and then attack in close combat. That's an assault, essentially. You have an advance, which is just your generic move and fight or move and shoot. And then a basically lock on, which is you sit still and get a bonus to shooting, or you get a detriment to close combat. So, depending on what it is, and then after that, I have the initiative, so I pick a detachment to go first, and then he goes, and then I go, and then he goes, and I go. So there's a variety of different things that you can do. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that way. Perfect. So I have the initiative. I'm going to just show what I have first, but we all declare, like, show off what we're doing. So, the Venom detachment is going to double move. Ha-ha!
Interesting. No shooting for them.
Yeah, no shooting. They're just gonna be super fast. The Revenant Titan is just going to advance. The Ravagers are just going to advance, so move and shoot. The Coven force is going to double move and get into close combat if possible. And the Witches are also going to double move and get into close combat if at all possible.
All right.
So that is the entirety of what I have decided to do. Starting with, let's see what these guys have decided.
I wonder.
They want to, double move. They want to attack. Get a bonus to attack in there. Good. Yeah, just move and shoot. Cool. He's going to, double move for that detachment. Very fancy.
Battalion.
This battalion is going to, just move into position. And this last one is going to sit tight and shoot a lot.
+1 to hits.
Okay, perfect.
Should be fun.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my witch cults.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
They want to get stuck in real quick. And I am going to use a card.
Okay.
Oh yeah, buddy. I'm going to use a Drukhari card called Spectacle of Murder. It is the Cult of Strife card. I basically add +1 to all their attack characteristics, which is awesome because their close combat weapons are ×3, which means it's like 3 extra attacks per unit. Yeah. Awesome.
Silliness.
So when they make a fight action, their characteristic goes up by 1 attack. Hooray! And they get to double move. So essentially, they're just gonna move up and attack a lot. The Witch detachment has advanced up, so I'm in combat with the Dreadnought, in combat with the Death Company Lamardis and the Jump Packs, and in combat with the Chaplain and the other Death Company. And Lilith hopped out of the transport. She can't move further than that, so she's just there. And then the little 5-man units back here in the Raider can't shoot because they assaulted, so that guy can't shoot. But each Witch unit, that's a 20-man Witch unit, fighting into here. They have 4 base attacks +1 for the Spectacle of Murder. And Witch weapons give them ×2. And I did a little cheat sheet here with everything. So that's 10 attacks. So I'm going to do 6 attacks into the Death Company and 4 attacks into the Chaplain.
Okay.
So I need 3s to hit because they hit on 3s. Needing 3s to hit. Hiya! Rerolling. Ooh, they all hit. Cool. They have to. So now we roll d12. So that's 6 hits. So I roll 6 d12s, and I need to roll 6 pluses to do damage on the Death Company versus infantry. So they're light, essentially. So how many 6s or 6 pluses? 1, 2, 3. Wow, 5. So that'd be 2 large blast markers and 1 small blast marker. The size of the blast marker is important when you do damage in the damage phase. However, the Death Company still get to swing back. So it's not like they're going anywhere. And now against the Chaplain, needing 3s to hit the Chaplain. Rerolling 1s thanks to Lilith being nearby. Cool. That's 4 hits. And then 4 needing 6s as well. Hiya! Oh, just 1. And that's a small blast marker on the Chaplain. Okie dokie. Same thing over here. I'm going to do, that's another big 20-man squad. I'm going to do 6 and 4 as well. Same thing. You only have to have 1 model in base to base, which is kind of cool. Keeps it simple. So 6 against the Death Company. 3s. Oh. No. And then needing 6s because they are infantry. Hiya! I do 3. So 1 large and 1 small.
Oh, that was a 5, not a 6.
Oh, sorry. So 2. That's 1 large block. See, look, I don't even know how to...
Against the Death Company?
Against the Death Company. Here I am cheating already. And on the Lemartes, rerolling 1s, thanks to Lilith. Ooh, fancy. And needing 6s.
1,
2, 3. So a large and a small on Lemartes. Now, of course, there's different ways to like negate damage or move damage from characters over, things like that. I also get an extra strategic card for every warlord that's killed, or we each get. Like that's part of the actual mission parameters. Sorry, that's wobbly model there. And then I have this unit of 15 attacking that dreadnought. So this unit of 15 has 3 base attacks, plus 1 for the spectacle of murder. And then it is doubled with its witch weapons. So needing 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. No. So it did get 5 hits though.
What's your tank?
It is an 8+ against tanks, because they do have like haywire grenades and stuff, so I guess they're not too bad against tanks either. Needing 8s. 1 blast marker. Okay, and that is it. My detachment, they can't shoot, she can't do anything, that can't shoot because I assaulted. That's it. I've done. I did some damage here, which is big. I did some damage here, so we'll see how they hold.
Which is a different phase.
It's a completely different phase. They still get to swing back. So now he doesn't actually have to do anything there because he kind of knows what's happening. He can pick something else and do some damage or go here or whatever. It doesn't actually matter at the end of the day. So let's see what Greg picked. He is activating the Knight Lancer.
And his whole detachment gets
and his entire detachment getting full tilt. So he adds 6 inches to all the knights, 6-inch move to all the knights in the detachment. So now they go to 18-inch move, so they have a 36-inch assault range. That's a gallant and a lancer, and he's going right for my coven. Okay, full tilt ahead, he says, let's go! The knights are now going to attack. The lancer is going to go against this unit of grotesques. Which is just infantry.
hitting on 3+.
Yep. And it's 3 attacks.
2 hits.
Cool. And then he wounds on 5s with the D12s. Oh. However, it is a destroyer weapon, so for every wound, it does 2 blast markers.
2 wounds.
So 4.
4 blast.
So 2 large blast markers on my 1 unit. Ouch, they say. The pain is real. Blam, blam, blam. They just got run over by a Knight Lancer. They are probably very dead. We'll see. This Gallant is swinging at the Talos. Each Talos is now a separate unit, so he wants to start murdering some Talos here.
Do they count as large or tanks or
He's using his Gauntlet, so he has 4 attacks. Wow, Gallants.
On 2+.
Ooh, they still hit on 2s, eh? That's awesome. Okay.
So 3.
And now he needs 6s?
5s.
5s with the Gauntlet?
Yep.
Very cool. And it is a destroyer, so also large blast markers.
Only
1 large blast marker on that Talos. The Crusader is also
Lancer gets 1 and less attack, that's weird.
interesting. Yeah.
Alright, so he hits on 3s.
Yep.
So 3 hits.
Awesome.
He
And
needs 7s.
ooh, this is infantry, by the way.
Yeah, 1.
1 small blast. So the knights have plowed into the Coven. Okay. They plowed into the Coven. Let's see what we do here. So I can either activate the Ravagers and then like move and shoot with them, or I can activate this unit here and move and shoot with them, or I can activate them and double move. I kind of want to just double move with them and see what happens. They're just basically gonna because I did an assault with them. Venoms have a long movement. I think it's like 16 inches, so they can move up to 32 inches. The Venoms have decided to zoom flanking maneuver with 6 Venoms. Yes. They're just getting a position, taking that objective essentially for the turn because they are obsec. Other than that, Archon Skari is on a flanking mission. Let's see if he can help tie up some knights. We'll see, because they might all die, so who knows? Who knows? The Storm Raven has now basically advanced, so he can move, and now he can shoot. And he just moved him. He also has a Dreadnought as well, so next turn he can bring out a Dreadnought, bring Dante and... Oh no, yeah, Dante and the crew.
Dante and them are a separate detachment? The
Yeah.
Dreadnought's part of this.
Oh, he's part of that, so he's just still in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
makes
I want him
sense.
within command.
Yeah, correct. So he's basically bringing the other Dreadnought out this way, but Dante's still large with his Sanguinary Guard.
Waiting to deploy.
Waiting to deploy. So let's see how this goes. Storm Raven is going to shoot multi-meltar into that Raider, and then missiles and last cannons into that. It is a Revenant Titan is -1 to hit inherently because he is obscured. Ooh.
Little shimmer shield thing.
Shimmer shield.
Alright, so I'm gonna shoot the Raider.
Okay, multi-meltar first.
So it gets 2 shots.
Ooh, wow, nice.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay,
And wounding on 4 against tanks.
okay, very cool. Bazang! It does a blast marker. Twin last cannon.
Against the Revenant Titan.
So -1 hit. That hits though.
Oh, no, misses.
Cool. Ah,
And this one needs a 5+.
awesome.
Hit.
That does. That is a blast marker. Yep, super missiles.
1 hit. Nope. miss.
Nope.
That's it for him.
Okay, that's that for him. So now I get to choose one, eh? I'm going to activate the Coven. Haha! They can move twice, or they double their move distance, and then they can attack. So I have surrounded the knights. We found out as well that knights can shoot into and out of combat because they don't care, and I can shoot into knights in combat. But it doesn't matter since I can't shoot because I'm just charging everything. So everything here is in base-to-base contact with knights except for the Raider, which moved out after Urien disembarked into combat here. So Urien's giving a 6-inch bubble of reroll hits and like +1 to wound or something. And then the Kronos is giving me reroll 1s to wound as well. So they're going to be relatively good at wounding stuff. So let's see what happens. Let's start attacking. First I have Urien Rakarth, and he will attack the Lancer. So Urien gets 1 attack with his tools, hitting on 2s. He hits. And then he wounds on 12s, because it's a vehicle. But I get +1 to wound and I reroll 1s. So 11s. Nope, and no 1 there. So nothing. Scratch that. We actually realize now that when you attack in close combat, you attack with every close combat weapon you have available, which means a Gallant attacks with its gauntlet, right?
Yeah.
It attacks with its
Chain
chain and it attacks with its feet.
Yeah. And then he gets his
And then he gets his feet.
Yeah.
So that one Talos
might get more.
it's probably going to get more than just the blast marker.
So what I'll do is I'll only attack what was already in base contact.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So we'll do that there, and then he will attack the grotesque unit that he's already stomping on. So that's a quick scratch. We just realized that right now.
Okay. So feet on the Lancer.
Okay, feet on the grotesques.
So 2 hits.
Yep, and whatever it is for
7
infantry,
plus.
7s.
1.
One more small blast marker on those. Gallants are scary. They have a lot
You need like
of
4 of
stuff.
them now.
Yeah. They move so fast.
You need
they're
squads
crazy.
of 3.
Okay.
24 points.
That's nuts.
High low. Okay, alright, so I used my gauntlet already.
Yep.
So my Reaper Chainsword.
Yeah, so 4 attacks as well.
So
Okay.
2s.
Yeah.
So 4 hits.
Yeah, awesome. Hits all the time.
So, and this is a tank, right?
Yep.
So this one needs 6s against the tank. the
Okay.
Chainsword.
Against the large vehicle.
So
So
all
that's
4.
4 and 2 more. She's got 3 large blast markers. That's a destroyer.
Yeah.
So
4 more large blast.
4 large blast markers. That Talos is dead.
Bring it.
Okay, so he doesn't actually have Titanic feet. So he just has the chainsword and the gauntlet.
Which is good.
Ouchies. Okay. Now can I continue my attacks?
Yes, you may.
Yes, thank you. No. Okay, so remember that. You get to attack with all your close combat weapons. So now we'll do the little piddly racks fighting against the Lancer. So 10 racks get 2 attacks. So needing 3s to hit. And needing 12s to wound. 11s rerolling 1s, thanks to Urien. No. And the other 10 racks fighting the Gallant. 2 hits. And then 11s rerolling 1s thanks to the +1 to wound from Urien. And rerolling 1s thanks to, so nothing there. Okay, so the Grotesques have a cleaver and a gauntlet each. So first we'll do the gauntlet. So the 3 that are attacking the Lancer, 3 gauntlets hitting on 3s, 1 hit. And then wounding on 10s, but +1 to wound for Urien, rerolling 1. So 9s rerolling 1s. No, nothing there. And then they each get 2 attacks with their cleavers. So 6 attacks from the 3, needing 3s to hit. Okay, and then that's 5 hits. These need 8 pluses, so 7s with Urien, rerolling 1s thanks to the Kronos. So 7s, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 2 large blast markers and 1 small from that unit of grotesques. Wow. The unit of grotesques into the Crusader. 3 attacks from the cleavers. Sorry, from the flesh gauntlets. Needing 9s rerolling. 1s. Wow.
Nice.
3.
That's
That's against the Crusader. So 1 large and 1 small. And then the 6 cleaver attacks. Hitting on. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. That made up for me rolling the wound like a monster. Needing 7s. Yes. So that changes that small into a large. There's 2 large blast markers onto the Kronos is going to attack the Lancer as well. He needs, actually no, he's going to attack, yeah, he's going to attack the Lancer because he's in base to base with the Lancer. Needing 4s to hit, 2 hits, and needing, he's using his tentacles, so he needs 8s with the +1, so 8s rerolling 1s. So that would be 1 more. So 1 more small that turns that one into a large blast marker onto the Lancer. Yeah, so lots of damage on him. And now all the Talos. So Talos hit on 3s in combat. They get 2 attacks each. And they have 2 close combat weapons, essentially.
Gross combat, yeah.
Yeah, so just 2 attacks each. 2 attacks each, so I have 3 Talos on your Lancer here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 Talos on the Lancer. Hitting on 3s. So that's 5 in total, and they wound vehicles on 7s. Only real ones to wound. Okay. So these are all 3 of those towers. Needing 6s, yeah, rerolling 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 more large blast markers on that Lancer. Nom 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 nom. Let's try bring him down. I don't think I'll kill him though. It'll be close, but I don't think, because he has 5 up save. Yeah. And so that on a 6, so you might take like 4 wounds. I might critically damage him. And then 3 Talos over here attacking that, no, the Gallant. Oh yeah, need to try to kill this Gallant here. Yeah, so Gallant needing 3s to hit, so that's 4 hits. And then needing 6s, rerolling 1s, thanks to the Kronos. 1, 2, 3, so just 3. So 1 large and 1 small onto the Gallant. And that is I can't attack with the Raider because it has a shooting weapon. Woo!
That's it for the battalion?
That's it for that battalion. That was a lot of damage done there, especially against that Lancer, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Greg is activating the Blood Angels Battalion. And then after that, I have to activate my Ravagers and my Alatok, and then he gets to activate them and them. So there's still a lot of action to happen on this first turn. This has been crazy. I love this back and forth. It means we're always doing something. It's really entertaining because you don't have to wait for like an hour before you get stuff done. And so far, so good. Like, we've been playing for less than an hour and we're almost entirely through the first turn, which is awesome. And this is us looking up rules and trying to figure out what we're doing and all this stuff, which means that we'll probably get this game done in about 5 to 6 hours, being our first, which is what they said in the book. It said 600 power level combines about 5 hours. Once we know the rules, I could see us doing it in about 4 hours, which is an evening, which is awesome. And this is like almost our entire collections, which is great. This entire battalion has now activated. He's kept a Rhino with tacticals back to hold that objective. And then he's essentially, that Raider's just being a nuisance, just stopping, being like, you can't go further than this. And he's essentially going to start shooting. He's got scouts with bolters, he's got snipers, he's got a Razorback, he's got a tactical squad here, he's got a Flamestorm cannon and Flamer, Ball Predator, and he has a Ball Predator with some assault cannons. Okay, let's do this. Flamestorm cannon and Flamers is going to shoot at the Raider.
Okay, so Flamestorm.
Hits on
3s.
Cool.
1 wounds.
That does wound.
Yeah, so Flamestorm on 8+.
Yep, that's an 11. So 1 blast mark cannon is an Inferno, so it auto hits. So it's just the second one. No damage. You need an 8 against tanks. And then it's
Heavy
2.
Flamer?
Are they Inferno as well?
Yes, they are.
So they just auto hit.
So
Flamers just automatically hit
Yeah.
if they have the Inferno rule.
Flamers wound a vehicle on a 9+.
Nice. So
1.
1 more. So it turns into a large blast. He's going to shoot at that Venom.
Because he's got no driver.
Okay. No pilot. Okay.
So-
well,
so
there is
okay.
a pilot, just no gunner.
So assault cannon, twin assault cannon gets 4 shots.
Okay. Hitting on 3s.
So 2 hits.
Yep. And it's a vehicle.
8+.
Ooh, one damage on the Tactical Marines over there. Gonna shoot into that Venom with a rocket launcher and a bunch of bolters. And by a bunch of bolters, I mean it's like 1 or 2 bolter shots.
Alright, so bolters get 2 because they have 10 models.
Yep.
And I need 3s to hit.
Pew.
2 hits.
Nicely done.
Strength against tanks is 9+.
Okay, that's actually really good for a bolter.
One.
Ooh,
There's
one
one.
blast marker on it, and then the rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
Pew pew.
Missile launcher takes 1 shot.
Yeah, hits. Nicely done.
And it wounds anything on a 7+.
Just everything. That's awesome.
Oh, that's not
Oh no. Okay,
Just
so 1 blast marker on that. Ray's back over here is going to shoot into that raider that has already taken a large blast marker with his assault cannon.
4 hits.
Ooh, nicely done. And what does it wound on? It is an assault cannon. I'm assuming it's half decent. So I would say maybe 7s, maybe. We'll see. Definitely not the 2. On an 8, so 1 more blast marker on to the raider. Pow.
Which you can have a
Yep.
save.
The bolter scouts are just in range of the wave serpent, so they're going to shoot the bolters and heavy bolter into there as well. It's a 5-man unit though.
So scout weapons is 1.
Yep, just one. That's like a bolter, shotguns, that sort of
Hits.
stuff. Yep,
And then you need a 9 on these ones, I think.
cool against vehicles. Yeah, it's like a bolter. So on the 9.
Nope, just barely.
And then the heavy bolter.
gets 1 attack,
Nice.
and it's a miss.
See, sniper scouts see Lilith standing out in the open, and they've decided to snipe Lilith with their sniper rifles.
So 1 attack,
Just 1 shot.
hits.
Hits, very nice. And it's a sniper, so they get +2 to hit against characters, which is pretty cool.
And damage on a sniper rifle is 7+.
Okay.
And has a sniper special roll.
Yep.
Nothing.
So nothing there. The Rhino in the back firing a Stormbolter at the Raider as well. That's missed. This is where a captain would come in handy. Reroll. Okay, the battalion has activated, and now I'm going to activate my Supreme Command detachment with the Revenant Titan and all the other stuff in there. This detachment, so Supreme Command, Illic is still in Deep Strike Reserve, but I've moved the Revenant Titan up. I've moved my Farseer that way. They're all within 12 of the Farseer for command. Wave Serpents moved back here just to zone out some Deep Strikers back here. And then I've got the Fire Dragons and the Warlock. And I can shoot at that even though it's super heavy in combat. Okay, so let's do the Warlock first. He has a Destructor. He needs to hit on a 3+. Hey, yeah. No.
Yes.
Okay. Then we have the Fire Dragons. There are only 5 of them. So
Lancer?
I hit on against the Lancer.
Okay.
Hit on 3s.
Hits.
Yeah. Woohoo! And I wound on 2s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fusion guns. They wound
No,
on
no, no.
2s. Oh, however, they have 2 shots with the fusion guns.
Why?
I don't know. Because they're so second shot, 2. So 2 on 2s. Pow! Ow!
One fails
Just
though.
one. One fails me. So one small blast over there. That's actually really good.
Better than my melta guns.
But blam. Yeah, they're
guess
fusion
it's-
guns.
it's-
They're Eldar
There's
fusion
5 of
guns.
them as opposed to 1 guy.
Yeah, that's true. There's 5 dudes in there. And then we're going to do, and all they do is anti-tank.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing they do. Against infantry, they're 9+.
Oh,
So, yeah, they're terrible against infantry. And then the Wave Serpent, that gets Shuriken Cannon. So 1 shot, and a Twin Catapult, 2 shots. So Shuriken Cannon, and it's,
Miss.
yeah, 2 Shuriken Cannons, sorry.
Did they reroll for the Farseer?
No autark in there. So 1 hit,
Gosh,
and then needing an 8+ to wound your Lancer.
Nope.
No, that's 6. And then 2 shots from the Twin Cat. Nope, miss. Okay, that's all he does. And then he doesn't actually have any shooting weapons or anything. So now we go to Mr. Revenant Titan. Yeah. So he has 2 pulsars, which are 4 shots each. Boo-boo.
Is he shooting?
Well, I don't know yet.
Oh.
I'm putting out like his total amount of shots here. And then he has a Cloudburst, which is 4 shots as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 4 pulsar shots. I'm going to put 8 pulsar shots into that Lancer.
Okay.
I want it dead. And I'm going to put the Cloudburst into your Gallant. Might as well. So pulsar shots hitting on 2s. Boo-boo. There, okay. And against vehicles, it's on a 4+. So that's
Oh my
7. Wow, maybe this was a little overkill, but it's not destruct or anything.
Okay.
So these are just on 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 large blast markers. Gotta get it dead. Gotta get it dead. Last time they faced off again. Check the link down below to the last Apocalypse game we played. And I think they nuked each other.
Yeah.
Like they like committed suicide together. It was great fun. And then the Cloudburst needing 2s to hit. And it needs 8s to wound tanks. So 8s. So 1 large blast marker on the Gallant. And that is my Supreme Command detachment done and done. Greg's activating the shooting contingent of his army, and he's played Trophy Kill. So he picks one of my super heavies. I wonder which one. Or character. So that one. And, no, the enemy War Master. Or a super heavy. So either Archon Skari or a super heavy.
Yes.
And you get to reroll all misses against it.
And I also get +1 because I'm targeting. Because of my action.
But this, by the way, if you use it, it's everything in your army gets reroll hits.
I know. I realized it after I start shooting.
Later on. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
That is it. That's
good
that's trying to. He wants to kill it. Okay, which is good because that's very nasty. Okay. Let's do some Knight Paladin will open up with a battle cannon and spear rocket pod at the Titan, and then the 2 stubbers into my Farseer. He is a light character, so it is -1 to hit him as
I'm
well.
going to shoot the Farseer first with the suburbs.
Cool. He does get +1 though, because he is locked on here essentially.
And 3s.
So he needs 3s to hit my Farseer.
I hit both.
Nice. Nicely
And
done.
Stubbers need an 8 to wound light character.
Okay. And he gets 1 blast mark.
Storm Spear.
Battle cannon, 4 shots, and then the Storm Spear.
Storm Spear is 1 I cast. So Battle Cannon first.
Haha! Onto the Revenant.
And he's at -1 to hit.
He is.
So I'm at 3+ to hit.
Yes. +1, -1. And you reroll
And
misses.
reroll misses.
Cool. Very nice, very nice. This is the battle cannon.
Yep.
Cool.
So 3 hits.
-1 to hit coming in handy there.
Yep.
And needing.
Battle Cannon needs 6s.
Okay. 6s to damage me.
3 of them.
Ooh, very nice. So 2 large blast markers go onto my. And then the spear.
Storm Spear Rocket Pod gets 1 shot.
Cool.
Rerolling.
Yep.
Hits.
He does with that reroll.
And this one needs a 5+.
Ooh, very nice. Another small blast.
Okay.
So the Helvrin's are now shooting. So first Helvrin, heavy stubber on the Farseer, and then his 2 accelerator cannons into that thing or whatever they're called.
So the Stubber
Yep.
hits.
Nice.
That's not a wound.
Nope.
And then I got the Armature Autocannons. They
Very
take
cool.
4 shots.
Yeah,
Could I
2 shots
shoot?
each. Yep.
Needing 3s. Rerolling.
Ooh,
4
very
hits.
nice. With the wound tanks on.
Wound on 7s.
Ooh, yeah, that's about right for an autocannon. Ooh.
1, 2, 3 more.
So that small blast marker becomes a big blast marker, and then 1 more blast marker. Right, then we have another Helvrin, same thing.
Okay, the Farseer with the Heavy Stubber. Reroll. No, not reroll on that guy.
Nope, that was just +1, -1. So he
Right,
missed.
yeah.
Yeah. He's not the trophy kill. Haha.
Why is he -1?
Characters that are light characters
Yeah, right.
is -1 to hit them.
Okay, now here's the Autocannons.
Yep.
Needing 3s.
Ooh.
All hits again.
These little Helvrins are like, we're gonna destroy you.
And
2. Another large. Oh no, that's
One.
a
That's a
that's 6. So 1 regular. I'm activating my Ravagers. So they moved. So they move up. Just gonna move them up a little bit, and I'm gonna start shooting. So I'm gonna shoot 2 disintegrators from here into those Marines, and then the 1 lance is gonna shoot into your Gallant. So 2 disintegrators into the tactical Marines, hitting on 3s. And then the 1 lance into the big guy. That hits, needing a 5 to wound tanks. That is a blast marker on the Gallant. Okay, next one, same thing. 2 disintegrators into the Marines, needing 3s. 2 hits this time. Needing 5s against the Marines. That's 2, that's a large blast marker on the Marines. And then a lance into the Gallant, hits. And a 5 wounds as well. So that's another blast marker on the Gallant. Another Ravager, same thing. Lance into the Gallant for hit, needing a 5. Yeah, another blast marker. And then 2 disintegrators into those Marines, 2 hits, needing 5s.
2 more, so another large blast marker there. Holy moly. And then this last Ravager over here, 1 lance into that Gallant as well. Hit, needing a 5. That's a 4. Ooh, didn't do anything there. And then against the Marines, 2 hits, and needing 5s as well. 2 more. So another large blast marker on those Marines. Go disintegrator cannons, and that's it for them.
I don't see those in the Marines laughing.
Yeah, I know, they stood there in the open and they just got blasted by disintegrators. I wonder where I've seen that before in many a battle report. Okay, so I am done with that, and you have 1 more detachment to activate for our last bit of turn 1, and then we'll do the damage phase, and it is the Death Company. The Death Company is activating against the horde of witches, and Greg is playing Black Rage, which means he picks a Blood Angel unit. He's going to pick that one. And because of Death Company, every successful hit counts as 3 hits. Yeah, because they're Death Company. Normally it's 2 hits. So every hit, and they have the Death Company weapons, which means they have like 3 times attacks.
3 hits.
So they have 3 attacks, and every hit is going to be 3 hits. Yeah. Oh, they're going to go to town on some witches.
And I reroll hits because of the chaplain?
Yep, so they're rerolling misses, and okay, so there's going to be some dead witches potentially.
Hopefully. Yeah. One unit's going to die. Raged.
The Raged squad is going to attack that unit of 20 witches.
Yep. So we get 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
3s rerolling.
Rerolling because the chaplain's nearby.
So 9 hits.
9 hits.
Okay then. that's a little unit packed a punch and a half, eh?
And 5s.
Okay, so 1,
2, 3.
So 1 large and 1 small against the big unit.
Not very good considering.
Nope.
3, but rerolling because of Lamartine.
Okay, so this unit here against the big 20-man unit as well, just 3 of them, and they reroll misses because of Lamarties. So 2, and needing 5s. Nothing.
Yikes.
Lamarties gets to attack now as well.
1 attack, hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Oop, threw that away.
That's okay. He hits.
Hits. Wounds on a 5. Pardon me. 7.
Really? Against infantry?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the chaplain gets 1 attack as well.
The chaplain also gets 1 attack.
Yeah, he hits on 2s. He hits.
Yeah.
Also needs a 7.
Yeah. He does. So that'll turn that small into a large blast mark. 3 attacks from the Dreadnought. Nice.
So
he gets all of his attacks though. Everything that he has.
Yeah.
From melee.
Oh, sorry, he has Furious Fist. He only gets 1 attack. Pardon me.
So he gets 2 attacks for the Dreadnought. Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Very cool. Nice. 2 hits. And he wounds on 5s though, because he's right?
Correct.
Cool. So that's a
6s on the fist.
5s are really good. I'm finding 5s are really good, 7s are average.
So fists are
9.
6s, talons are 5s.
Oh, okay.
So then 6s. 1.
One blast marker on this big unit. So first thing we do is now we're going to go to everything that has taken damage, and we're going to resolve the damage, then we're going to clear the table, we're basically going to start turn 2. So you start with super heavies, because if they die, they can explode, and that can lead to a big explosion. And then lead to more blast markers around this stuff, which then can do damage. I have the initiative this turn, which means I have to start, and my super heavy will have to go first. He has taken 4 large blast markers and 1 small blast marker. So this is very simple. I'm going to take a save based on the blast marker. So the Revenant Titan has a 5+ save, and when I'm rolling for small blast markers, I can roll a d12, giving me a better chance at surviving. And when I am rolling for the large blast markers, I roll d6s. So I'm going to roll 4 d6s for the large blast markers, 1 for small one. I'm just explaining it in detail now so that you don't get confused later. So I have 5 up saves, and then every one I fail, I take a wound. Yeah, so I just need 5s to save. Come on, Titan. So 1, 2, 3 saves, so he takes 2 damage. So that means he takes 2 of these wound markers. So he takes 2 wound markers, and now I'm going to just take his morale right now, because morale is part of this. And you basically roll a d6, and then add all the blast markers that they have in base to base. And if you go over the blast marker total, unless super heavies don't take morale, but we'll check that in a second. I'm pretty sure they do. Everybody takes morale. So I have to add a +5 to this. He's leadership 8. So, yeah, I rolled a 2 plus 5 is 7. So he does not suffer any additional damage because of morale. So other than that, the blast markers are essentially removed. Actually, no, I'm going to leave them there. I think morale happens after this, because if he... Oh, no, he can't put another wound on them, because it doesn't happen. Exploding super heavies don't put blast markers on other super heavies. Okay, so he's good there. And now it is Greg's turn to pick one. He has to pick one of his super heavies. Now he could, knowing that this guy has a lot of damage on him, and he might die, he could try to do him first to then do blast markers on everybody to then force me to start taking a lot more damage on the Coven units as well. Because the super heavies are here that are left, we have to do all the super heavies now. So Greg has to do all of his knights. And he's going to start with the Gallant, who has 4 large blast markers on there. And he's going to use a special asset called Rotate Iron Shields. So he takes one, you know the name, takes one of these blast markers, boop, makes it disappear. So now the Gallant only needs to take 3 saves. And because they're large blast markers, remember, D6, and the Gallant has a save. 5 plus, like my knight. So 5 up saves. Oh, he only takes 2 damage. Okay, so he's taken 2 damage. And what is their leadership?
I have to double check.
So morale for that Gallant is D6 plus 3. And that is 1 plus 3 is 4. So no extra damage from... The Crusader has 2 large blast markers, so 2 saves. And he takes 2. And then he is also leadership 7, I would presume, being a knight. So he's fine, doesn't take any damage. He takes 2 damage, but that is all he takes. So the Lancer now has to take his saves. We're making a little stack of how much damage each other.
7, 8, and 1.
8, okay, so 8 d6s and 1 small one. He does have a 5-up save as well, which is actually really good, because even you get a save even against large blast markers. Some units don't get a save against large blast markers. So that's why super heavies are really resilient. And he's going to take...
3, 4, 5.
Oh, he lives!
He lives with 1 left.
He might die to morale, though, but
that's correct.
he does live, because he has to roll... Well, he might actually take that last wound with the morale.
Morale on him is...
Because he has 8,
Leadership
9...
7.
Yeah, he's automatically going to fail morale.
Yeah.
So he is going to die. However, we're going to see when he dies, because that'll affect blast markers. He has to take the morale, and he's going to fail his morale.
Right.
So he's going to die.
Yeah.
Because, he almost survived, but he was just so shaken that he ended up getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, they
by
describe
the
it by
enemy.
unable to put out fires.
Yeah, they describe it as like a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's because I focused a lot on him. Now, we roll a d12.
Yes.
On a 10, he explodes.
Right. I want him to explode.
You do. Okay. Oh, so close. Okay. So he didn't explode. Now, Greg has to nominate... That was the Warlord.
Correct.
So Greg has to nominate one of the 2 to be...
Crusader.
The Crusader?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Crusader will be the next Warlord. So now he gets the command token, and it essentially stays there. So now it is my turn to pick a unit. I'm going to pick my Farseer, who got overextended there. And I have to use this stratagem. Armor Contempt. It is a small... Oh, it's a small blast marker, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So I get to roll a D, so I don't need to use Armor Contempt at all. So Armor Contempt, he needs a 5-up save.
Okay.
That's it.
You need to fail.
Come on, survive, Farseer! Okay, he does. So now I need to take a morale test, but his leadership is 7, so he can't fail it.
Okay.
So he is fine. Okay. So now you get to pick someone. I guess your Marines or
the
some of
Marines
your
over there.
stuff over there.
Picking the Marines.
Okay, Marines have a 6-up save,
So you got a chance.
which means even with a bunch of blast markers, how many do you take? 3 blast markers?
3 large blast markers.
3, and they have 2 wounds apiece in a unit of 10 or 3 wounds apiece or something, which is awesome. Marines have the same armor standing out in the open as light infantry have in a garrison building, which gives them a 6-up save, which is awesome. Most units, like my Cabalite Warriors, have a 10-up save, and my Witches have an 8+ save, and these guys have I think an 8 or a 7, which means that Marines in the open have a really good save, and it's awesome.
All right. So I have 2 wounds on the 10 men.
Yep, needing 6s.
No.
They
die.
They will get destroyed by the amount of damage those Ravagers put out, which is about right for Ravagers.
Yeah.
Especially against infantry.
So weird having taken a whole unit off. For like,
I know, it's funny, you're like, and it's dead? Oh, the whole unit goes. However, they got to participate. So even if they would have gotten blasted early in the turn, they would have still been like participating.
That's right. So
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay, my turn next. I'm going to pick this Talos over here. That Talos took a lot of damage. It took 5 large blast markers. So the Talos is 5 large blast markers. So 5 saves. They do have a 5+ save. So 5 ups on the Talos. He's going to take 4. And they do have a 6-up ignore damage save because Drukhari get that on their detachments. Oh, it's 3 damage. Yeah, he is dead. You killed.
each?
Yeah, 2 wounds each. You killed the Talos, but
Yay.
they don't explode or anything.
Something is dead.
Yeah, Talos die. There's a lot of power level though on a Talos.
Oh, yeah.
7. The Death Company Dreadnought. It has 1 small blast marker. Saves on a 6 up with a D12. He's fine.
Fine.
And he doesn't need about morale, so the Death Company Dreadnought is completely fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these 2 large blast markers on those witches. Guess what? They have an 8+ save, so they take 2 wounds.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And they have 2 wounds?
And no, they have 4 wounds on a
and
20-man unit.
20 man.
However, I need to Bishop 6 on the witches, +2. That's a 6, so they're fine. No extra damage. And you become critically damaged when you take more than half your wounds. So there are half wounds, but you need to take more than half your wounds to be critically damaged. Okay, you're... Limartis is going to go next. So he took 1 large and 1 small, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so 1 large, 1 small. He has a
He has a 5-up.
5-up save. Very tough for a little character. Oh,
Takes
he
1.
just takes the 1 wound. He normally has 1 wound though.
But he does not have ignore.
Oh, he does? Really?
No, that's strange.
Interesting. So Death Company do, but he doesn't.
He dies.
He did. He went down. So that is a commander there.
So my chaplain will have to take it unless he dies.
Yep. So next one, the chaplain's now going to be the next commander, and he does have to make a save, of course, there.
Eventually.
Okay, so now I get to pick a unit. I'm going to pick this unit here with the witches. They have 1 small blast marker. They get an 8+ save. So D12, 8+. So yeah. No, they take a wound. And this is a 15-man unit, so they do have 3 wounds each. And it's not going to fail the morale. Oh, no, they could, actually, if I roll a 6. No, they do not fail their morale test. The chaplain's taking the next one, 5+. Oh, he's okay. He lives.
He can stay the commander.
He does. He's completely fine. He gets to be the commander. And now I get to pick. No damage, no damage. Oh, I took a damage on that raider. It is a 7+ with a big D. He is fine with a 9. So, and morale,
You could fail
they're
it.
only leadership 5. So, I could fail it with +1. No, okay. So that raider is okay. Now the Death Company that is on foot, they're the ones that took a pounding and almost crippled the witches.
6+.
6s. Ooh,
Oh, wow, look at that. Max.
What?
All 3. Fair and
No way. This unit, the Black Rage, didn't take any damage. And they have 3 blast markers, their morale +3.
+3.
Okay, so they didn't take any damage. However, their leadership 7 thanks to the chaplain. And they add +3 to this for the amount of blast markers. Boom!
Good.
They are completely fine.
Immune.
Immune to damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for this grotesque unit. They need an 8. Oh, +1 because Homunculus is nearby. So they that's it.
Safe.
Yeah, they're okay. They take leadership, whatever that is. 5 + 1 is 6. And grotesques have a leadership of 6, so they are okay. Raider over here needs to take a save. I can't save against the big blast marker. I can save against the small one. The leadership save 7+. Nope, it's going to take 2 damage and ignore damage on a 6+. Nope. So that raider is dead. So this unit over here, they took 2 large blast markers. They don't actually get a save against the large blast markers, but I do get 1 save against a small blast marker, a +1 save. So they save against the small one, and the 2 large ones, I need 6s to ignore damage. Nope. So this grotesque unit does. Venoms have a 6-up save, so 6-up save for this one over here.
Fails.
And then, oh, come on, 6-up, feel no pain? No, that Venom's dead. This Venom over here, 6-up. Yeah. Okay. And then morale test. I don't know what their morale is. Oh my
That might
goodness. Oh my goodness. So he failed his morale though, and they both die, which means the unit has to disembark. So that is the end of turn 1. We have the Venoms moving up the field across the flank at full speed. However, taking fire from the Predators, losing 2 of the Venoms from Predators and tactical squad firepower. Then we had the Revenant Titan and the Aeldari contingent moving into the middle of the table, while the Knights' crazy charge meant that the Knight Lancer died because he was very headstrong, went right into the middle of the enemy. No fear. Meanwhile, the gladiatorial witches have successfully killed Limartes, blunting the attack on the far flank. We did forget to do this one large blast marker here, by the way, on the 6-up save for those Death Company. And 6-up, ignore damage. No. So that's 1 wound there, and I believe that's the unit, because they're 5. So this has been a slobber knocker. We still have another dreadnought to come in over here. Lots of close combat. In the orbital reserve, we have Dante himself waiting to come down at a key point in the battle to turn the tide in the Blood Angels' favor. However, we also have the objectives are tied, which means the Blood Angels, being the defenders, score a point on turn 1. As we move into turn 2, the Blood Angels and Imperial forces lead. And we roll off for initiative yet again. However, Greg wins ties. Hiya! Oh, it was a tie to get out. So we start with generating our... putting down reserves if you want. Since you're the initiative, you get to put yours down first if you want to put them down, which means Dante and his cronies decide to arrive, and he is going to activate a detachment first before I do. Oh, no. So nobody was out of command, so we didn't have to worry about that. Then reserves come in. Greg had to put his reserves down first. He's put Dante, Sanguinary Guard, Furioso Dreadnought, and a Lucius Pan Drop Pod here, ready to now, and then I put Illic Night Spear here, and now we go over and we put orders on everybody. Secretly determine our orders, and then we go back and forth based on what we've decided to do. Okay, let's do this as we go into turn 2. The fight is joined. Look at that epicness that is Warhammer 40,000 Apocalypse, having a ton of fun. We have put our orders down, so every detachment has a secret order. Of course, Greg has the initiative here. Uh-oh. So now we reveal. Cool. So I have put advance, 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 except for them. They are locking targets, advance, advance. So my entire army has been ordered to move and either attack or fight at least once. Yep, assault makes sense. Yep, shooting, yep. Advance, it makes sense as well. Advance as well, and advance, yeah, makes sense. So now that we're getting stuck in, it's all about advancing and moving into position. Greg, which one are you going to pick first?
You know what? I'm going to start with these guys here.
You're going to start over there? Makes sense. Get them stuck in before they take a bunch of blast markers. So he basically gets to move, and he moves twice, correct? So they get 1 move action, but they double their move, which is awesome. So I am going to play a card called Minefield. So after you have an assault order, which is what he's done, before any units in the detachment make a move. So when used, when each unit ends a move action, I roll a dice, a d6. On a 1, they take a blast. That's it. So they basically, there's 4 different units. So after they've completed their move, 5 different units? Oh, because there's an apothecary in there as well. Yeah. Okay. So the 5 different units, I'm going to roll a d6 after they've completed their move. And on a 1, they take a blast marker. Okay. Because it's a minefield. Ooh! So the Dreadnought's moving out that way. Plow! Does he take a blast marker? No, he does not. He navigates the minefield properly. Right. So they move 24 inches because they double move when they assault. Or you move them super far. They've got like Carmine weapons and things like that, and he's just gonna get him stuck in there. I like it. That looks good. And will they take a blast marker? No, they don't. I guess being on jetpacks lets you avoid most of the minefield. Sanguinary Priest. No, so close.
Getting closer.
I hope Dante takes a wound that he steps on a landmine.
Can you imagine?
He's like, check. And then steps on a Dark Eldar landmine. Blam! Yeah, Hiya! The only reason I'm filming this is because of the landmines. Okay, does the banner take a landmine to the face? No.
And Dante.
The opposite. Yeah, come on, Dante. Landmine to the face. Is he gonna charge that venom?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, there's gonna be a fight! A Warlord fight! No, he doesn't. Oh, man, no landmines. Then again, if it was a giant detachment that'll, like, charge through,
Like a
I
battalion
can
or
imagine, it'd be good. So one attack from the Incarm weapons.
Getting on 3s.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna see. I think
I don't know what that does.
anytime they run a Warlord, they get reroll.
Oh, nice.
So I need 3.
So he hits with 4 guys in that unit. And then they have, against personnel, because they're attacking those little Cabalite warrior units. This is a really good little detachment right here. The shooty knight detachment of Doom.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so these guys
Not
will
gonna
wound
lie.
on a 5+ against infantry.
Okay.
Oh
no.
Lame.
Oh no. They rolled a 1. The Ancient gets 1 attack against the Venom.
Against the Skari. Yeah.
Yep. Against that Venom over there.
Rerolling.
Yep. Because of Dante nearby. There you go. He hit. And you need to hit on D3s, by the way. D6s. Not D12s. It's all good.
Sorry.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. We're not used to playing with
Two
D12s.
different dice sets. It's confusing me. Anyway, I need a 9 to hurt you.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Ooh, excuse me.
No problem.
All right, and then next we'll go with the
There's the Priest and then Dante.
so priest.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's only 1 attack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I completely forgot. Before my Farseer dies, I have a once per game ability where I get to look through my entire deck and pick 1 Azuriani card and put it in my hand. So I'm going to look for 1 Azuriani card and put it in my hand, and then I have to shuffle my deck. Sanguinary Priest now gets to swing. Hits, and he gets +1 to wound, because the Priest gives +1 to wound to everybody within 6, which is cool.
10? Nope.
Nope. He's just got like a chainsword against
Close,
tanks.
close combat weapon, yeah.
Yeah, the little Venoms are still tanks, so
Yeah.
they hit on the 2nd value, which is kind of good.
So I have Dante next.
Yep.
He gets only 1 attack.
Cool.
So, jeez.
Hits.
Hits.
Yep.
And he wounds on a 6+ against tanks.
+1, so 5+.
Hey. there you
Yeah, blast marker on that Venom. With Archon Skari in it. But plow! I like it.
go. All right, and then I have the Furiosa Dreadnought.
Against the 5-man Cabalites.
Virtue. On 3s.
So Blood Talons from Furioso. Rerolling.
Reroll all hits because
Yep.
Dante.
Dante's over, he's like,
There you go.
attack!
2 hits.
Wounding.
And I'm wounding tanks. Oh no, infantry.
Infantry, yeah.
On 5s.
Okay. And
Plus, I know it's not like
uh-oh. Do they reroll wounds or anything?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Oh no. So I decided to declare this detachment to go. However, he has spent a card that's Veil of Time, so he gets to pick a detachment that has a Psyker in it, and now his detachment gets to go before my detachment gets to go, which was annoying because I was just about to send my Titan in to murder some tanks. Okay, so he's gonna be able to move his battalion, and then I get to do this, and then he gets to pick another unit because then it's his turn. So that's a powerful little card right there. Okay, the detachment is gonna do stuff now. He's basically just consolidated to prevent my Revenant from like flying and like murdering Mephiston's tank.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Ball Predator with the Flamestorm Cannon.
Yep, where is he shooting?
He's gonna shoot this Talus.
Yep,
right there.
that Talus. Cool.
Okay, so I automatically hit with my Flamer.
You do. Lots and lots of guns.
So Flamer.
Perfect.
Flamestorm Cannon gets 2 attacks.
Oh no! So auto hits. So now you just roll
It's
d12.
tank, right?
It is a large vehicle. It's not
So
light.
8+.
Yep. 8s.
Two.
Ooh, that's a
Two.
large blast marker on that Talus.
Okay.
And then the
2 Heavy Flamers.
Okay. Does it have a Stormbolter too?
Negative.
Okay.
So Heavy Flamer is 2 shot, one for each one.
Yep.
And wounding on 9s. Another
Nice. So one large and one small against that Talus. Yep, Twin Assault Cannon. Same thing.
2 wounds, right, on them?
They do have 2 wounds each, yeah.
So we need 3s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nicely
Nice.
done. Those bald predators being like, we're not useful in 40k, but in Apocalypse we are.
E plus. 2 more.
Nice. That's another large blast marker on that Talus. The Razorback with Mephiston in it. Same target.
3s.
Nope, 2 hit this time. D12s.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's
Another
2
2
more. Another
Ooh.
large blast marker on that Talos. Scouts with bolters and stuff shooting at the fire dragons.
Hits.
Hit
And
against infantry.
So 7 up.
Mm-hmm. That's a blast marker on the.
Okay. And then the heavy bolter.
Yep. Hits as well. Ooh,
It's a wound.
that's another one. So a large blast marker on the
Firewares.
on the fire dragon. The snipers. They're shooting the Farseer. They hit. Nice.
Yeah, because it's +2.
Yep. It's a 7. That should be a wound, I would assume, against infantry. Yes, so they did put a blast marker on the Farseer. The Stormbolter firing to that Talos there. Just a little piddly shot. Hits.
Need a 10.
No,
close.
so close. So that detachment decided to jump on me, so they've activated now. So now I get to finally activate my detachment. So the Revenant Titan is, advanced. Titans can move and then shoot and fight. So I'm moving him into base contact with the Flamer, and he's gonna basically punch the tank in close combat and then shoot all his guns at that Paladin.
No!
Yeah, I want that Paladin to take some damage. So we're gonna start with him. Hooray! The first things first, he has 8 shots against the Paladin. Super exciting. With his mega cannons. Pew-pew! 2s to hit. 7 hits. And then you need 4s to wound. So that'd be 1, 2. 2 large blast markers and a small. 2 large and a small against the Paladin. And then the missiles. 3 hits. And I believe I need 7s. That's 1 more. Pow! So that's 3 large blast markers from the Titan. Ooh, hopefully to cripple him.
Fight 2.
What, sorry? I can fight. So let's see what he does. So that's on 4s. 1. And then he's 5s to do damage. 1 small blast marker on that. Ball press. So the fire dragons that have taken a large blast marker firing into the Paladin, the Crusader. 2 shots. Pow! 2 hits. And winning on 2s, and I just realized as well, they reroll 1s to wound against super heavies and vehicles. So, hooray! So a large blast marker on that Titan. Yeah, you never see them in 40k, but in Apocalypse,
They're even better.
they are the Titan killers. Has he taken any damage?
2.
Oh yeah, he has. Okay. He has his little psychic barrage. Boo! Missed. Cool. And then Illic Night Spear. Well, actually, this has 2 rifles, so he'll shoot at that tank as well.
Okay.
1 hit, yeah, with his. That's nothing. From him with the cannons, and then Illic Night Spear is gonna shoot the character knight. Needing a 2 to hit, yeah. No! 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 Okay, so he showed up and did nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And then I put a blast marker there. That's it. So now you get to activate another one.
Another one.
Oh my goodness. Another strategic asset being used, laser burn. So he's picking a 12-inch line, essentially. So he's going to hit Rax, Talos, Grotesques, Talos, Rax. So he's hitting these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units with a huge laser from space.
And it's on a 7 plus on a D.
On a 7+, they take a blast marker.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just basically just zapping them from space. Okay, so let's do Rax. They don't. Talos. It
Yep.
does. Oh, blast marker. Grotesques.
Nope.
Does not. Talos.
Nope.
Nope. And Rax.
No.
Okay, so
Sad.
the Grotesques, right? The Grotesques did? I believe so. Cool. 1 blast marker. Could have been 5 blast markers. Death Company gonna activate. Pow! You're gonna start smacking some stuff over here. And of course, there's a Dreadnought here. He's just gonna pile them into close combat. Gonna murder some witches here. Uh-oh.
Alright, so I have standard move action, so I can do anything.
Yeah, so you can fall back if you want to, or you can fight, essentially.
There's no point in me
Or you can pile in 3 inches, but they're already in base to base.
Yeah.
Which ones would you like to do first?
I'm going to start with. Actually, I can shoot with this guy now too, right?
Yep. Yeah, you should be able to shoot now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to start with the. I might as well shoot with him first.
Yep.
My storm bolter.
Cool. Pow.
He's going to shoot at. Everyone's in combat.
Except for her and this 5-man unit here.
I might as well shoot the 5-man unit.
Okay. Poo. Stormbolter.
3.
Missed.
Missed.
Oh,
I
sad.
tried.
Combat.
All right. So now I need my stats.
Uh-oh. I love it. I can't believe these guys didn't die.
Not a single
They
wound.
saved everything. That was incredible.
2 6s and
Look
a
at this.
12.
This looks amazing. There's like little pockets of
Yeah.
things going on. It's really fun. Mr. Chaplain attacking first. Hiya!
1 attack.
Yep, hitting on 2s, rerolling.
Hits.
Yep,
Wound
7s.
infantry on an 8.
Oh, on 8s, okay.
Hey, takes a
Ooh,
wound.
that's a blast marker on my witch. Death Company Dreadnought against a 15-man unit over here. Has 2 fist attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep. No rerolls, but that's okay. And winning on 6s. I think.
6s. 1 more.
1 blast.
Rage card.
No Black Rage this time, although it was kind of underwhelming last turn. But 3 attacks from the Death Company, hitting on 3s rerolling, thanks to the Chaplain.
3 hits.
Nice. And then against infantry,
5s.
5s. They're just chopping through infantry here. That is 1 large blast marker on the big 20. So he made a quick change. He actually deployed within 12 inches of the Chaplain to be in range here, and he's going to shoot at Lilith with a flamer and a Frank Cannon and a melter gun. Doesn't he have a melter gun too? Unless he wants to shoot the melter gun at this
Yeah.
guy. Oh no, that's a heavy flamer. Sorry, never mind. Heavy flamer and frag cannon,
Correct.
which are all
Inferno.
okay. So they auto hit. Whew. Okay, poor Lilith.
All right.
Okay,
So heavy flamer. It's
Yep.
1 hack. Oh, that's a miss.
this doesn't wound.
Need a 6.
Okay.
Okay. The frag cannon needs
interesting.
5s.
Oh wow, that's good against infantry.
1.
1 blast marker on Lilith Hesper. I'm gonna activate Urien Rakoth and his Coven. Urien gets to shoot because it is a super heavy. He's gonna shoot his casket of cleansing at you.
Did you move him out of combat?
Oh no, I guess he's in combat, so he can't shoot. Okay, never mind. I can shoot into combat. I can't shoot while I'm in combat. Okay, so he's got his just 1 attack. Hits on 2s. Yeah. Wounds on 11s because of the +1.
Ooh,
Nothing.
close.
Okay. Then I have 2. So this is into the Crusader.
Yeah.
2 attacks from the racks, hitting on 3s.
Nice.
And then needing 11s again. Rerolling once. Yeah, reroll. Nope.
Wow.
Okay. The second unit of racks into the Gallant. 2 hits. And needing 11s as well. Nope. Okay. Now we'll do the Grotesque into the Crusader. So, Flesh Gauntlet. That's 1 Flesh Gauntlet. Oh, 2 attacks from the Flesh Gauntlet. Yeah, 2 attacks. So, 1 hit. And then needing a 9+. Nope. Okay, and then each cleaver gets 2 attacks. So I get 6 attacks from cleavers, needing
I think the rate unit is
3s.
nice attack, eh? The rate unit detachment.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, you kind of got them all stuck in there. And the cleavers need 8 pluses, so I need 7s rerolling 1s. Thanks to Urien.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you, rerolls. Nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now whew, I have the Talus, and I have 2 Talus attacking that Ball Predator with Flamers. So I'm going to do both of them. So I have 4 attacks from them, needing 3s. That's 2 hits. And against vehicles, they need 7s. So 6s with the Urien, and then rerolling 1s. 6s rerolling 1s. A large blast marker from those 2 Talus on that Predator. Yay. And then I have 3 Talus attacking your Crusader. So 3 Talus, 6 attacks. 3s. Cool, that's 4 hits. And then needing 6s. Rerolling 1s. So 1 large blast marker on that guy there. And last but not least, yeah, on the Crusader. And last but not least, the Kronos. He just gets 2 attacks, hitting on 4s into the Crusader. And wounding on 8s with rerolling 1s. 1 more blast marker on the Crusader.
Just got 2 big and a small.
And that would be the end of the Coven attack. He's going to activate the Storm Raven. He's moved up. He advances, so he's supersonic, so if they don't move 20 inches, they die, which means you want to advance them pretty much all the time. But they do have hover, so they can hover if he needs to like lock onto a target or something. But he loses the -1 to hit, which is very straightforward. And you don't have to worry about facing or anything. You just move your flyer. Done. You know, it's so easy.
They can bank.
Yep. Shooting everything into that one Ravager. Focus fire. Try and get as many blast markers as physically possible on that Ravager.
That's right.
Which is smart. You know, Ravagers do have 2 wounds, and they're only leadership 5, so, you know, definitely can be dealt some damage here.
Yeah. So
Meltaguns, last cannons, and rockets.
That's right.
Ooh, the battle is joined.
All right. Meltagun.
Okay. 1 hit. Nothing. Okay.
Las cannon.
1 hit again. Ooh, 1 blast
That's a
marker.
wound.
Yep. Bow. Pew.
Missile.
Rocket. Hit. Nice.
6.
Ooh,
Another one.
turns it into a large. Very good.
All right. He's done.
Okay, perfect. That was it for you. So my detachments, I'm going to activate my witches.
Okay.
So they're going to be, it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to basically move these witches here to prevent you from shooting next turn, essentially. And then Lilith is just gonna stay here. I'm gonna pile in with them because you get a 3-inch pile in. So I just pile in to keep their coherency. Bloop. And the auras, and then everything else. They're in base to base. They're in contact with them. They're in contact with the chaplain. They're in contact with him. And then I have this guy here, and he's just gonna move up this way. So we'll see what I do with him. Probably shoot at that knight as well, just to kind of try to do as much damage to that paladin, to that crusader. I have witches into that dreadnought. 1 attack, hitting on 3s. Missed. Okay. Then I have 8 attacks. I'm gonna do into the chaplain from this big unit here. So needing 3s, rolling 1s, thanks to Lilith Hesperax. They all hit. That's 8. And they wound infantry on 6s. So,
Death Company? Death Company?
this is against the chaplain.
Oh, chaplain.
Yeah.
You might get
Needing
some.
6. 1, 2, 2 only. Oh, a large blast marker on that chaplain.
Not bad enough.
He could still live. The other ones, the other big unit of 20 is attacking all 8 attacks into the Death Company. The ones that survived last turn. Needing 3s, rerolling 1s thanks to Lilith. So that's 7. Yeah. These witches are awesome. Needing 6s.
I need to fill up my squads into full squads, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 large blast markers. Yeah, do it again. They dare you to do it again. And then 6 attacks from that unit into that Furioso Dreadnought or Death Company Dreadnought. Rerolling 1s. So that'd be 3, and they need 8 to damage the Dreadnought. Ooh, 1 blast marker on the Dreadnought. And that's it for that detachment. Okay, that is all. Oh, and then this lance. Haha. So I do have a lance there. I'm going to shoot into the Crusader. Needs a 3 to hit. Hits. It is a Dark Lance, so needing a 5 to do a wound. Just changes that small blast that he had into a large blast. The Knights are activating. Cool. Cool. Avenger Gatling Cannon and Stubbers at the Grotesques. And then the Icarus and the Thermal at my my Titan.
Okay, so this is the Gatling.
Cool. Hits on 3s. Ooh, nicely done. Because he wasn't critically wounded, right?
Correct.
Cool.
And the Gatling wounds on 4.
Yep.
So 3.
Ooh, nice. So it goes up to 2 large blast marks. Stubborn.
Hits.
Nice.
Wounds.
No. Okay, so 2 large blast markers on the Grotesques. Bap, bap, bap. Thermal cannon. Woo.
1 hit.
Okay. 1.
Wounds on a 4.
Nice. Oh, it's -1 to hit, by the way. Do you
Oh,
hit
right.
on 2s?
I don't.
Ah, yes. Go Super Titan. And then the Icarus.
2 attacks. 1.
Nice. That's a Titanic feet smacking Grotesques.
threes,
Nice. 3 hits.
sevens.
And nothing. Okay. Shooting is good. Probably going to murder all these grotesques. And then now the Gallant that gets a bunch of stuff. He gets shooting and a lot of close combat attacks. Because he could probably kill 2 Talos just by himself here.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
got a
He
melt.
can split his attacks between those 2 Talos. Meltagun and Icarus at the Revenant Titan. And then you splitting the close combat attacks, or you attacking all of them at 1 Talos?
That's the separate Talos, right?
No, that's,
that's
the
a grotesque?
grotesque. The 2 Talos, these have not taken any damage.
Right, okay.
These are just the
I'm
grotesques
gonna
here.
put the Reaper Chainsword on one
Yep.
and the
Okay,
other.
perfect. Makes sense.
All right, so let's start with the Meltagun.
Okay.
Needing a 3,
Hits, nice.
needing a 7.
Nice.
Nope.
Meltaguns are 7s?
Apparently.
Against tanks? Really? Interesting.
All right, so now we got the
I guess because it's like a one-shot weapon, short range.
yeah,
maybe.
the Icarus autocannon.
Yep. 1 hit. Oh,
Roll
1 hit.
hit. And needing a 8.
Ooh, nothing. Okay, and then the...
Now the fun.
Okay.
All right, so I got 4 attacks for each of them.
On this one?
Yeah.
So,
Needing 2s,
yep. Stompy stomp.
3 hits. And needing, they're big guys, so need 6s.
So, 4.
Destroy.
So two big,
Yeah.
2 big wounds. Now on the other guy.
Thunderstrike Gauntlet. Needing 2s,
Ooh,
3.
ooh, still good. 3 hits.
And needing,
These are also destroyers as
yeah,
well.
using 5s.
Nice.
1.
1. So
Uh,
1 large blast marker on that. So now I'm going to get to go. I'm going to now activate my Ravagers, the gun line. They are super targeted here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one at a time here. Lance into the Crusader, and then disintegrator cannons into the scout squad that's in that defensible building with the heavy bolter. So disintegrator cannons needing 3s. Oh, 2s now because it's +1. 2 needing 5s against the scouts. Pa-pow!
Big guy.
Oh, and it's actually not 2s, it's 3s to hit the scouts because they're in defended terrain, so it's -1 to hit them. Lance into the Crusader, 2s hit, and 5s for the Lance. Just 1 blast marker. Okay, then this guy over here, how many? So he's taken 1 large, right, on the scouts?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to do this guy as well. He's going to do 2 disintegrators into the scouts in the building, needing 3s, 1 hit, and 5s, 1 wound on the scouts. The Lance on the Crusader, hit, and 5s as well. 1 wound on the Crusader, so that's a large blast there. This third Ravager, same thing. 2 on the scouts, 3s to hit, that's 1. And 5s, that's 1, so that's 2 large blast markers on the scouts. And then the Lance into the Crusader, hits, and wounds as well. Wow, these Ravagers have been on fire! Fire! How many blast markers has he taken so far?
The Crusader?
Yeah.
3 large, 1 small.
Okay. So that's, no, he's at 5.
Sorry, 5 large.
Okay, 5, that's 5 large. Okay, so this Ravager here is going to shoot the disintegrators at the 2nd scout unit
Okay,
in the other
snipers.
building, and the Lance will shoot to the other ball predator, the
Okay.
one over here. So into the ball predator, Lance missed. Oh no, it hit because I have +1 to hit, and no wound. And disintegrators into the scouts, miss, because of the defensible structures that they are defending. And that's it for my Ravagers. They are done. Paladin, missiles and battle cannon, and then heavy stubbers into that venom right there. Okay.
3.
These are the
Worked out well.
what with us?
Those are the subbers.
Okay.
1 wound.
1 wound on that venom.
Oh, correction. Needs
Oh,
10.
Needs 10. Okay. Yay, venom. Did not take a wound. Good.
Okay, so next we'll do the rapid fire battle cannon.
Cool. 4 shots, needing 4s to hit,
Yep.
but -1,
+1.
+1, so 3s to hit.
2.
2. Okay.
Battle cannon needs 6s.
Yep. Against that's
1.
1. So that small blast turns into a rocket shot.
Nice.
Okay. And then we have the Helverins.
Have stubbers.
Okay.
So, okay, so stubber into the venom,
Okay.
and
Do you want to combine them all to make it easier?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so both the stubbers will go into this venom.
Yep.
And then all 4 shots will go there. For
Makes
the
sense.
Okay, so stubbers first, needing 3s or 2s actually.
Yep. Hits.
2 hits.
Needing 10s. Ooh, so close.
Okay, and then now I got all these
8 shots.
into the Revenant.
I love it. Are Helverins super heavy?
Helverins are not.
Okay, so you can tie them in combat. Okay, perfect. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. Needing 3s. So miss, 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 miss. So 4 hits.
Okay. No prize trophy this time.
Nope.
Needing.
Needing 7s.
Okay.
1.
One more.
Oh.
So another small block. Turn now. The only thing I have left to activate are the Poison Tongue Cabal. Hooray! Time for Archon Skari to get out and get dirty versus Dante. This is what he was hoping for. He was baiting him out, and now he's gonna go into combat with him. Let's see how he does with his cronies, all his friends. So these guys over here basically got out, moved. I advanced so I can make a move. So this Venom moved within 6 inches of that objective to take it. Archon Skari is disembarked to keep him within coherency to fight the Sanguinary Guard. And then I have 1 Urgul fighting Sanguinary Guard, an Urgul and the Slith fighting Dante, and they're all within 3 inches of Archon Skari to get all reroll misses. This unit fell back, and then this unit, this Venom fell back, and then they ended their move and got into the transport with a fallback move. This Venom has moved that way to basically shoot some scouts, more than likely, and this Venom fell back. So that Venom can't shoot, that Venom can't shoot, the guys inside can't shoot, they can't shoot, but this and the unit inside can shoot, and this and the unit inside can shoot, and then Archon Skari. However, I have, I have tools of my own, you see. I'm gonna go for a Torment Bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick this point right here, and every enemy unit within 6 inches of that point, I have to roll a d12 and roll greater or equal to your leadership.
Okay.
And if I do, blast marker.
Okay.
That's it. So I just need your leadership values, but that is everybody, and it's only enemy, so I can actually put like hallucinogens right here and be like blah blah. So let's see. He's like, haha, surprise! Everybody is 7, even the Furioso, except for the Sanguinary Guard, which is 6. Okay. So Dante needing a 7 or more, he takes a blast marker. The priest, no. The banner, no. The dreadnought, yes. And the Sanguinary Guard, yes. Okay, 3 blast markers from hallucinogens. Haha! So this Venom has 2 cannons. Each cannon gets 1 shot, and they're rapid fire, so they double up within 18, which they're within this sniper scout unit. Needing 4s to hit. They reroll 1s thanks to Archon Skari, even though he adds 6 inches to his ranges because of his Warlord trait thingy. So rerolling those. Nope, they missed. Okie dokie. And then the guys inside, just 1 shot. Nope, and that's that. Okay. They are gonna shoot the same, so it's just 2 shots now at long range. 1 hit, needing a 5. That is 1 small blast marker on those guys. And then let's see about this Venom. The guys inside the Venom are gonna shoot into the priest here. The +1 to wound priest. He hits, needs a 5. Oh shoot. Needs a 5. No, nothing. Okay, that's it for shooting from there, because everybody else can't shoot. So now we'll just do combats. Okay. Archon Skari hits on 2s against Sanguinary Guard, hit, and then wounds on 7s. Nope, nothing there. Cool, and then I have an Urgul. So 1 Urgul against the Sanguinary Guard, hits on 3s, rerolling all misses. 2 hits, and wound on 9s, but they get 2 attacks each, which is pretty cool. So 1 more blast marker on the Sanguinary Guard. And then I have 1 Urgul against Dante, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and needing 9s as well. Ooh, 1. That's a 6. Yeah, 1 more, turns into a large blast. And then the Slith with his blade, 3+ to hit with 1 attack. And he needs 9s as well. No. So that is large blast there, which actually isn't too bad for a bunch of little guys. And that, I believe, is the entirety of our turn.
Turn 2?
I believe so. That's turn 2.
That's turn 2.
Holy moly. Okay, you have initiative, which means, and that turn was a lot faster than the first turn.
For sure.
Because we were going really fast. So now you get to, you have to pick one of your big units to go first, and then go back and forth. Oh, ooh, you got a stratagem.
I'm going to play Null Zone.
What does that do?
I'm picking Mephisto.
When used, pick a psyker, manifest a power, subtract 2 from saving throws made from enemy units whilst they're within 12 inches of that psyker. Okay, great. You're null zoning me?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so -2 to my saves.
Yeah. Anyway, with the so
Okay.
it's the Talos and the...
Yeah. Well, that one Talos is probably very dead. Okay. So he null zoned me. Okay, perfect. And now he gets to do this. Let me just see if there's anything I need to do. Oh, you're doing that one first? He didn't do it. Did I do damage to him? Oh, I did. Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. So why don't you do that one first? Because if he explodes, you give me blast markers before I start taking morales and stuff.
I gotta do all my guys' name first, but
yeah.
Just gonna count these up.
It's just like that. I might actually take damage on that one. I might take damage on this one. Might take damage on that one.
So we got 5 big ones and 1 small one.
Okay. Because if he explodes, oof, could do some work there. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right.
Okay, so 5 ups. The small ones and the big ones.
1, 2, 3. It's enough to kill him.
Okay, he will go down. Barely.
Roll 10.
Does he explode?
Yes.
No!
Cha-ching!
Blam! So every unit within 6 inches takes a blast marker. Ouchies. Okay, fair enough. So that's going to hit pretty much every Talos and every unit I have there. Okay, so the Titan's going to go... Sorry, I forgot to say... These guys are going to go to ground, which means they double whatever I roll. So they get a d6, but doubled to try and deny that wound, essentially. They have a 6+ save, which is pretty cool. So I need basically a 3+ to keep them alive, as long as they're not in base-to-base contact with the enemy. I'm going to Armor of Contempt this Talos, which means he gets to roll d12s for all his saves, not just the small blast markers. And then I'm going to Look Out Sir for Lilith, which means she can take d3 blast markers and put them on a light unit nearby. So the big unwounded unit is going to basically be like, look out, Lilith! So she doesn't take any damage. Other than that, I have to do my Titan. So I get a -2 to whatever I roll here, thanks to Null Zone. So this is the big one. I have a big one and a small one.
Yeah.
So needing 5 ups. So that one's saved.
And
that one doesn't. So I do take a damage, and then I take a morale. And +2. There's 8, so that's fine. So 1 more damage on the... Okay, so that paladin over there.
Super heavy.
Super heavy paladin.
All saves.
Ooh.
Look at that. Unstoppable.
He's like, I am the bulwark of the Imperium. I will hold firm, he says. Okay, fair enough. So now I will do this unit of 20 witches. They take 1 wound automatically because of that. And then I save, I need an 8+ for the small blast marker. So they're fine with the small one. And then on a 6, I ignore the damage. So 1 ignore damage on a 6+. No, so I take 1 more damage, which means they're up to 3, and they are now critically wounded. This is the big one, folks. Dante rolling his save on a 4+. Oh, he's gonna go down. He doesn't have ignore damage?
Nope.
Or anything like that? Priest doesn't help him?
Nope.
Oh no!
Priest.
Dante went down.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dante has fallen, soaking up all the crazy toxins that Archon Skari sprayed in his face. Okay, and now the Sanguinary... Oh no, now I get to pick. Venom that took damage over here needs a 6+ on a d12. That's fine. Now I need to take a morale test for it. It is very low leadership, and it is terror troops, so -1 leadership on top of that. So no, he is fine.
Good to go.
So that Venom survived. The Sanguinary Guard as well. They have a 4+ save. He is on a d6.
Is it 4?
Yeah, well, for whatever they are. Because they have really good armor.
they're-
Terminators are 4+ save, because they
Yeah,
have a
that's
2+. Terminators with storm shields.
Good.
Oh, they survive! And they're immune to morale because of the banner.
Yeah.
So they don't care about morale. Who do you make your commander? The banner is now the commander there?
Correct.
Okay, the Sanguinary Guard are okay. They're alive. They're well. They're looking pretty. And now I go and do all the stuff on the other side of the table. My Farseer, he has a 5+ save. He took a small blast marker. Will he live? Yes.
Good to go.
And morale test for him. Leadership a lot. Okay, he's good. So his little blast marker. I find characters seem to survive little blast markers decently well. It's the large blast markers that really get him.
I'm gonna do this Predator.
The Predator now.
wounds.
Right, so Predator, 6-up save, 2 wounds, large blast markers.
And he lives.
He lives. Morale test for him. Okie dokie. +2.
Oh.
That's a 7, but he
That's-
re-rolls it because he's a Marine.
Right.
Thanks to his
That's right.
the special Marine things.
Oh,
Oh
it's
no,
even worse.
even worse.
He dies.
Yeah, they're trying to save. They're trying not to die against a giant Titan and a bunch of Talos, and they're like, no, we are being overwhelmed. Okay, so now I'll do my Talos over here. -2. So he's going to take 3 automatic wounds because -2 means I don't get a save. So I'm just going to do my feel no pains for those. He takes 2 damage, so he's dead. He's dead. Thank you. Scout the bolter scouts 6-ups because of the building. No, they go down as disintegrator fire rips through their defendable positions or their defensive positions. Over here is going to do as well, and let's see. If he's within 12 of this. No, he's not null zoned, which is good. So he'll take a large and a small, needing 5s. He takes 1 damage. Ignore pain. Nope, he takes pain. And morale test. He's okay, so he takes 1 damage.
I have 1 small blast.
Okay, sniper scouts.
6+.
No,
Or die.
they are going to go down as splinter fire rips through their lines. Contempt guy. So now I'm going to do my armor of contempt Talos. So he has taken 3 blast markers, but I get to roll d12s because of he is in contempt of your damage, needing 5s. He takes 1 damage, and does he ignore it? He does not. And a morale test, he no
sorry,
+3.
7.
So that's a 7. I think he takes a 2nd damage
Which
there.
one's that? The Talos?
Let me just check there. Where is he? Talos. Leadership 6. Oh no! Which does mean he needs to try and ignore that damage. Nope, he dies too.
Excellent.
His morale cracked under the pressure. He tried to survive. That was, it was a good shot. Large blast markers on the Death Company, needing 6s? Yeah. Ooh, 2, and then ignore damage. Okay, I did get them this time. Okie dokie. Oh, and I didn't take a morale for them.
No, you didn't.
No, they took a damage, so did they pass morale? 3+, they had taken 1 blast marker, so 4, they're fine. Unit here, small blast marker they took from Lilith, needing an 8. They're okay, and then morale for them, 5, 6. They do take a wound though. Now the chaplain, is it a large?
Yep. So
1
5+.
large? Yep. Oh, he's okay.
He's all right.
The one chaplain's holding the entire line by himself. I do get 1 small blast marker on that unit, which is an 8. They're fine.
Good to go.
And do they morale? They do take a wound, so they are going to take a 2nd wound. They are critically damaged. On the Death Company Dreadnought.
Good to go.
Oh, he's fine. He loves it. What's his leadership?
7.
Oh, 7? Then he's fine. Okay, over here we have the Fire Dragons. I get to double the roll, so they need a 6+. Yeah! And then a morale. Yeah! Good job, Fire Dragons. Going to ground.
Death Company Dread. Leadership is 5.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Okay, leadership 5 for the Death Company
They're
Dread.
good.
He's fine. Cool. Cool. Leaderships are actually important in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I get to roll 1 for each of these. So I'm going to do them in turn. 5 up, 5 up, 5 up. Okay, they're all fine. And their leadership is 6. So leadership, ooh, he takes a wound. Leadership, he's okay. And leadership. Oh no, he's null zoned. So he takes a wound and then fails his leadership. So 2 ignore pains. He takes 1 damage. And then they're fine.
Okay.
Cool. And that's that from there, but he does take a damage counter. Boop, boop. So this guy over here. Okie dokie. There you go. Damage counter. Haha. And then these guys over here, they have a Rex have a 9+ save, but the homunculus is nearby, so they have an 8+ save. That's fine. And morale for them, leadership 6. So they take a wound. Oh, they are. Oh, and ignore damage. Okay, so they take a wound as well. Plow. Whew. Okay, these grotesques. plus ones. So they're going to take 2 damage here. Oh, and ignore damage. Nope, they die. So you got the grotesques.
Nice.
They're dead. They're cleared out. Ah.
It was because of that last explosion.
Yeah, it was the explosion that really helped him out. And then over here, these Rex, they need an 8 as well. They're fine.
Nope.
Oh no, that's a 6. Does he ignore it? Nope. And then morale. Okay, they're fine. They take 8 damage as well. Wow, that was a... Oh, and then 1 large boss marker over here against this this guy. I believe they're only a 7+. Yep, so that's a damage. Does he ignore it? He does!
But
Yeah. Morale test. He takes a wound. He takes a wound. He's like, ah! One of the gunners has decided to jump overboard. They're coming for us. Save your own skin. Okay, and then a wound marker on there. And that, folks, is turn 2. Oh, you still have a marker on that dreadnought.
Totally missed it.
From the super. He's fine. He loves it. Good old dreadnought's like, psh, you might have killed the chapter master of the entire Blood Angels with hallucinogens.
He's not dead.
But I'm
He's just
fine.
fallen.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
can't
true.
kill Dante.
That's true. You can't kill him. He's indestructible. Okay, folks, that's it. We're going on to turn 3. I do, however, control that objective.
Yes.
Which brings the total 1 point to 1 point.
Tie game.
So it is a tie game right now. Moving into turn 3. That was a big turn for me using a lot of stratagem cards, which I had. And now we roll initiative once again. But this time, I win ties. Hiya! I rolled a... Oh, come on.
I rolled a 4.
The Blood Angels, once again, are initiativized. Okay, so nothing is out of command. Everything should be within command. We've kind of been very careful with that. And other than that, we're moving into... Yep, we're moving into just putting orders down phase. So putting orders down and getting to go. Things are dying left and right. This has been super exciting. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And we've only been actually playing for about 2.5 hours. And we're going into turn 3 now, which is really cool. And the maximum amount of time is 5 turns. So this is going to be fun. Generating command assets. I have 5, and now Greg's down to 3 because I've killed characters. However, I did kill the Supreme Warlord, which... Oh. Halt your horses, folks. This is a big deal. Dante, remember, has his Supreme Warlord trait where once per damage phase, he can roll a D12 instead of a D3. I mean, a D6 for damage. So he had a large blast marker. Greg rolled a D6 instead of a D12, which is total, like, different odds. So he's going to roll a D... We're going to re-roll that roll to see if Dante stays alive.
Let's hope he does.
Yes, he does. So that will keep him alive, which means Dante's alive. And he is immune to morale. Okay, so Dante didn't die. That was a little, anticlimactic.
We're just teasing.
We're just teasing you. Just teasing. Which means I don't get an extra D3 commands, and you get an extra card. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use a strategic command asset called Reinforcements. So I get to pick one of my units that has been destroyed and is not a character, and I roll a D12. If I equal to or... if I have to exceed the power level of it, and if I do, then it comes in within 9 inches of a battlefield edge.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna do it on a unit of grotesques, and their power level is 5. So they come in on a table edge though. Yeah. So hiya. Yes, they come in. However, they are detachment in and of themselves, so they're not obsec. They're just a single unit detachment. That's it. So I'm going to bring in a unit of grotesque. Now, because I did get the reinforcements, this gets discarded. If I hadn't rolled high enough, I would put this back in my hand. I'm going to bring in these grotesques out here. They're going to, they've outflanked. They're their own little detachment.
Yeah, so basically this Warlord...
So we've been doing a lot of cards back and forth. This third turn, because we have like decks, like a hand that like does a lot of stuff. So I did Pathfinders and put a blast marker on the banner bearer. Then he did a psychic power to try and bloodlance me, but I countered with Crucible of Malediction and forced a blast marker on the psyker because I have a homunculus in my army. That is a really cool power.
It's overpowered.
It's crazy because it stops the psychic power as well. It's like, and denied. And now he's doing an orbital strike on me.
Okay, so Revenant
She's picking a point, and everybody within 6.
on a 6+ is 1. On
Okay.
11+ is 2.
Oh, very cool. So he's gonna go around, and that's 3 Talos, the
Revenant, the rats, the character,
Yep.
the fire dragons, and the warlock.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
And is it -1 against characters? Or
Yes,
is it?
so
Yes. Okay.
him and
-1
him
to.
on
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
So Revenant,
Revenant Titan takes.
nothing.
Oh, it's on a 6.
6+.
Okay.
Yeah. Talos,
Wounded Talos. No.
come on.
Back to the other one.
Yep.
Yep. So that other Talos takes 1. The other Talos takes 1.
The Rax,
Rax. No. Urian.
he needs 7.
No.
Fire dragons,
Fire dragons. Yeah, they take 1.
and the warlock.
Warlock. He does not. Okay, so Warlock and 2 Talos take damage just from me. I'm gonna bombard you. So I'm gonna use Eldritch Tempest. I'm gonna basically pick a point on the battlefield, and every enemy unit within 2d6 inches. So I'm gonna pick that back there. Every enemy unit within 2d6. So 9 inches. Pa-pow!
All 3.
Yeah. So they take a wound on a 7+. That's it. So Helvrin over there, 7+. Yep, takes 1. The Paladin takes 1 as well. And that guy over here, no, he does not. Oh, that's a 9. Yeah, he does. 7+. But blam!
Your assets are way more powerful than
My
mine.
assets, yeah, lightning, psychic lightning. Okay, so now we've activated all this stuff. So now he's got the initiative. He's going to activate a unit first and get some stuff going. So,
All right.
haha.
I'm going to start with this unit.
The battalion?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The battalion is going. Cool. I think priority's trying to get that Revenant Titan down a little bit this turn, and then see if he can kill my Warlord with a good amount of attacks over here. Because yeah, we'll see how that goes. He's moved around. Tactical Marines have disembarked. Rhino's kind of stayed there. Ball Predator's gotten in front there, and Mephiston's hanging out in his Razorback, looking all fancy. Tactical squad firing at a unit of grotesques in the backfield that outflanked.
3+.
That was 2 hits, nice. That was Urian Rakarth's secret plan.
Bolt guns need 7s.
Yep.
1.
One wound or 1 blast marker on the grotesques, and then a rocket launcher.
That one actually got a heavy flamer.
Oh, okay. So it just auto hits.
Hits automatically.
Very cool.
Needing a 6+.
Oh wow, that's better than a rocket launcher at short range.
No wounds.
Okay, cool. Unless he spends a card to re-roll it or whatever.
Yeah.
But he also has some other shooting he can do. Marker on a little unit over here. Rhino shooting with a Stormbolter. Pew. Nice.
7.
Yeah, that does it.
No,
No?
it's a 9.
Oh, he needs 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Little Stormbolter. Razorback and Ball Predator shooting at the Revenant Titan. So Razorback first.
Need 3s.
Cool. And ba-bow. No. Ball Predator.
Oops. Block.
Nope.
Better.
Yeah. Needing 7s.
8.
Ooh, 2. That's a large blast marker on the Revenant.
Targeting your.
And now a Hunter Killer Missile gets shot.
You target your Revenant.
Fashoom.
If I hit it,
Yeah.
you take a large blast.
That's it?
Yep.
That's just straight up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that's super heavy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Need a 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a large blast.
Yeah.
Super Hunter Killer Missile. Fashoom! Blam! Okay. There's no escaping a big missile. Okay. That's awesome. I'm going to activate the witches that have been fighting Death Company from like forever in the game. So Lilith is just going to kind of do something like this. Boop, boop. And then this Raider is going to just kind of do something like this. Boop, boop. And then they're just going to, yeah, or something similar to that. Cool, cool. Stay within 6 inches there. Okay, so I'm gonna attack stuff. Oh, they are not in base to base with anything. So they are essentially going to just move and get into base to base with that Dreadnought, because I have to start trying to kill that Dreadnought. Except for this Chaplain, that apparently is the most unkillable Chaplain in the history of Chaplains, which is awesome. Blood Angels are known for their characters, so it's nice to see their characters doing some, like, staying alive, which is awesome. Okay, and yeah, we'll do some combat. I do have 2 critically damaged units. They've been fighting away here. So we'll do this big unit of witches. Now they're They're half attacks, so they have 4 attacks, now they only have 2, and they have close encounter weapons, so they double it. So hitting on 3s, no rerolling 1, so 3 hits, and I need 6s to wound with them in combat. So that would be a large blast marker on the chaplain. Then this big unit over here still gets 8 attacks because it is completely fine against the dreadnought. Hiya! Rerolling 1s, thanks for Lilith. Okay, and then that's 5 hits, needing 8s to damage the dreadnought. So 2, so that's a large blast marker on the dreadnought. Then we'll do this unit here. It has 15, so it's only 3 down to 2 times 2 because they're cool that way. Needing 3s, rerolling 1s thanks to Lilith. And on 8s as well. That would be 2 more. So that is another large blast marker. This lance is just going to shoot at that gallant. I have to try to kill that gallant there. Actually, no. I'm going to shoot this this guy here. So needing a 4+ to hit. He hits. Needing a 5+. Oh,
Minus 1 to hit.
yeah.
Okay.
So it needs 3s normally.
Okay.
So I need to roll this to damage.
Yes.
Nothing. Okay, so that's that from that. And then they get to swing at you with 2 attacks, 3s rolling 1s, and 8s to damage your dreadnought. Nothing. Okay, so they did nothing there. But on that is that detachment all done. He's activating the Firebase, and he's decided to use Set Overwatch. So he changed his advance action to a lock-on action. So they basically set their feet down and start shooting again. So he gives them +1 to hit, of course, which is awesome. They just can't move for the turn. Okay, quick recap. Back to the end of turn 2. It's only troops in the detachment that have objectives secured. So I do not get that objective because he has more units than me. The guys inside would get it, but they're inside of Venom, which doesn't get it. So it's only troops, which means it's actually 2 points to the Blood Angels to 1 point to the Drukhari, because he had more. He had the equal amount. Actually, he contests it here, so he technically takes this one anyway, because that Venom doesn't have it. So that's something to remember: is only troops have objectives. Stubbers into here from the Paladin, and
The battle cannon.
battle
and
cannon
also at
into the big guy. Yeah.
Stubbers?
Yep.
Nothing.
Cool. And then battle cannon -1 +1. So
3+.
yep.
That's
Very
good.
nice.
And 7 or 6 of them.
Ooh, another large blast marker on my rocket pod. Rocket pod into the Revenant. Hits. Very nice.
5s.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. Light
Nice. A small blast marker onto.
one. Stubbers at the Warriors.
Yep. From the Helverins.
Yep.
Okay. You're just combining them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stubbers into the Warriors. 1 hit.
1 hit.
You just need a different dice.
Nice. Need a 7.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Sorry. An 8.
Bow. No.
Okay. And then
4 shots into. 8 shots. Ooh, those Helverins are great.
Hellbrand.
Needing 3s to hit.
I ordered the detachment box.
Oh,
Getting 2 more.
nice. 2 more Helverins. That's awesome. Awesome. So the 3s miss. Oh no, 3s hit because you're +1. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
2, 4, 6 hits.
Oh my goodness gracious. As the Revenant takes copious amounts of firepower.
7s.
Yep. He takes 1, 2 more large blast markers.
And then doubling up on the.
Yeah, so 2 more. So that's a
Oh,
large,
yeah.
and that's a large. Yeah. So 2 large. Okay, that's it for them. Okay, so now I need to essentially activate this Coven detachment, see what I can do. The Coven detachment has moved, and now they're going to start shooting. Now I'm going to shoot Uri and Rakarth's little casket of flensing. Why not? So he hits on 2s. I'm going to shoot everything at the gallant here. So Urian hits on 2s with his casket. Yep. And he needs a 9+. Yay! 1 blast marker. It's just a 1 use only thing, so that's done now. Okay. So now the racks, they're not critically wounded. So 2 units of racks sitting on 2s. No, 3, sorry. So 1 hit, needing an 11. Nope. Okay. And then I have 3 Talus. 1, 2, 3 Talus attacking Mr. Gallant, needing 3s to hit. So 3 hit. And needing 7, so 6s, rerolling ones, thanks to the... so 2, so 1 small and 1 large so far on him. Yeah, in total. So 1 small, 1 large on the Gallant so far. And then I have the Kronos, who I didn't put in combat this time because he has guns. So I'm going to do the Siphon, which is an Inferno, and it's just going to hit your Gallant. So this is an auto hit, needs a 9. So that's another small blast marker on your guy. And then I'm going to do a Vortex, which is 1 shot. And I'm going to shoot your Gallant as well. Missed. Okay, so that does nothing there. Other than that, that's it for the Coven. You activate the Blood Death Company, and he's using another strategic asset called Red Thirst. So he changes this to an assault, but then he gets +1 to wound with everybody in the detachment, which is awesome. So they all get +1 to wound. Oh, madness! And we begin with
the Dreadnought with the Fearless Fist.
Okay,
Red one.
perfect.
All right.
I like it.
One attack with the fist.
Yep. Into the witches.
Misses.
Missed. Within 6 inches for the chaplain, right?
She's out.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Chaplain.
Chaplain.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling. Thank goodness for rerolls. Oh no! Come on, Mr. Chaplain.
And then the other Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought into the wounded unit, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Cool.
He also has
Hits.
6.
Yeah. Hits once and then +1 wound.
Come on.
No!
What a bad
Death
day.
Company, what are you doing? They're like getting bogged down in all these bodies. They're like, no, the
Can't
flank
move.
is lost. Okay, I'm gonna activate these guys up here. Why not? Just for funsies. Just for funsies. They're gonna go in. Just start attacking. They're gonna charge. Just 2 attacks with flesh gauntlets, needing 3s. Hiya! 1 hit. And needing 6s against infantry. 1 blast marker on those Marines. And then I get 6 cleaver attacks. Hiya! With 3s. Nam 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 nam. Nam 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 nam. 6 cleaver attacks. Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 large blast markers from the grotesque running in, just cleaving through stuff. Nam 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 nam. They say. Gallant, Icarus, and Meltgun into the Titan, and then he's gonna attack in close combat. A bunch of stuff. So.
Okay. So the Icarus can't auto cannon.
Yep. Nope.
And Multigun.
Nice. He does. Awesome. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Whew.
All right.
And lots of attacks. 4 attacks each. I have 2 Taluses that have taken a wound, and I have 1 that has a blast marker on it so far. And I've got 2 units of troops as well that have taken
Right,
wounds.
so I'll hit one of the wounded Talus.
Okay. Doesn't matter which one.
1 left.
Okay. Okay.
So
That
this is the
one.
Reaper Chainsword.
Cool.
Needing 2s.
2s to hit because he's not critically damaged
Excellent.
yet. Very
4.
nice. Ouchies, ouchies.
Need 6s.
And that's 2.
2.
Large blast marker on the one on the left.
On the right.
The wounded one.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, good catch.
3.
And this is the gauntlet, right?
Correct. So this one needs 5s.
Okay, so the wound's better. Oh. Oh.
And these are all just rare weapons, remember?
Oh, that's right. So 6. 3 large blast markers. Actually, this is 2 large blast markers here because he did 2. Ravagers are going to activate. They get +1 to hit because of their really cool stay still and shoot stuff. 2 disintegrator cannons into the banner that makes them fearless. Needing 3s, needing 4s, needing 3s again. So 3s to hit. They missed. And then the lance is going to go into your Gallant. Hits, needing a 5. That's 1 small blast marker there. Okay, same thing from the Vect guy into the banner. So 3s, 2 hits this time. Needing 5s to wound your banner guy. 2, so a large blast marker on him. And then a lance into the other guy. Ooh, hits, because that's +1. And 5s, small blast marker. So another large blast marker. This Ravager over here is going to do 2 disintegrator shots. Man, these Ravagers are great. 2 disintegrator shots into the Apothecary, because you can see the Apothecary. -1, +1. So 1 hit, needing a 5 to win the Apothecary. Yep, that's a small blast marker. And then a lance into your Gallant cocked So hit, needing a 5. That is a small blast marker into your gallant. And last but not least, this guy over here, same thing. Into the apothecary. 2 hits. He's like, dagga, 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 dagga. Ooh, nothing. Okay, and then the lance hits. Needing a 5 against the knight. Yes, so that turns into a large blast marker. And that is that for that detachment. Okay, fighter pilot. He's advancing, he's moving up and shooting stuff. The Storm Raven focusing on the Revenant Titan. Missile, missed. Meltaguns. 1 hit. Nothing. And then mass cannons. 2 hits. Nicely done. And nothing. Wow. Okie dokie. So the Revenant is okay. Now my... Okay, so I'm shooting... So I activated my Revenant Titan's detachment and I cast Doom on the Storm Raven. So he's doomed. It means I get to... I would have tried to doom him over here, but he was out at 24 inches. So, first things first, I am shooting all 4 shots from the Revenant Titan, and by all 4 I mean all 8 shots from the Revenant Titan into him again.
Okay.
Because I really want to try to take him down. Oh no, that's a lot of 1s. That's okay. That's okay. 5 hit. So now we go to 4 pluses. Hiya. So that's 1, 2. So 2 large blast markers on the knight over there. Perfect. The Cloudburst launcher is 4 shots, but I'm going to shoot at your Storm Raven. Cool. So needing 2s to hit, -1, so 3s. So 3 hit, and then I need 8, but I get to re-roll because of Cloudburst. Doomed. 2. So a large blast marker on him. Perfect. Then the Fire Dragons get to shoot, needing 4s to hit, because you're flying, 2 hits, and needing 2s reroll. So 2 more, they're not destroyer or anything. Then I have my Warlock, that has just as 1 shot on a 4+. Nope, missed. And then I have Illic, Night Spear, which is going to hit on a 2+ or 3+ hits against the Storm Raven as well. And needs a 6+. But it's rerollable. So 1 more from that. Okay. And then the Wave Serpent. So 2 cannons, 4s to hit. Nope. And then the little rifles in the bottom, 2 hits. And needing 11 pluses. Rerollable. So nothing. Rerollable. Yay! Oh, that was almost another 1. So that turned it into a large blast marker. Perfect. And I believe that's all I have, because Farseers on jet bikes don't actually have any guns. And in close combat, my Revenant Titan gets to swing at your Predator. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit, and wounding on 5s. 1 damage on your Predator. Okay, that's that. Okay, so this detachment, last Blood Angel detachment to activate right now. So we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so Dante will go first.
Okay, very cool.
So he's on a 2+, so hit this guy here.
Hopla. He does. Super Axe of Death.
Wounds on a 6.
+1 to wound though, right?
Doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter. Trying to hit the Slith.
Yeah.
The bodyguard to the Archon.
Sanguinary Priest.
Cool. That's this guy.
That's this guy here.
Into the Urgle.
Yep.
Yep.
Attack. It's a hit.
Yep.
And wounds on 9.
No. No plus. They have +1 on him as well?
Yes.
Okay. Then they on these guys here?
Yep.
With all their weapons and stuff? Nom 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 nom. Okay, so the
Sanguinary Guard.
Yep, Sanguinary Guard into.
1 attack, hitting on 3s.
What are you hitting, sorry?
Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the. Actually, what am I hitting?
Archon?
The Archon.
Cool. Pa-pow. Nice.
Wounds on a 6. Yeah.
As a wound, Archon Skari takes a blast marker. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh.
Alright.
Okay.
Next I have the Ancient.
And then the Dreadnought.
Attack 3s. Rerolling.
Yep.
Nope. And Dreadnought. Come on, you're in there somewhere.
Good old Furioso.
I'm going to.
Furioso Dreadnought.
They even have like all the shooting ones and like the Redemptor.
Oof.
And
I love those. Like all the cool, like Dreadnought, especially all the Forge World ones are amazing.
Legends
looking.
can do Dreadnought armies well.
Oh yeah, and they look amazing.
Yeah. So.
The battlefield looks fantastic. Yeah, lots and lots of damage and death and destruction.
All right.
Fabulous.
Blood Talons.
Okay.
Oh, correction, 2 attacks.
Blood Talons. Hitting.
Yeah.
Ooh, they do hit.
2
Very
hits.
nice. Wounding on 5s +1, right?
7s.
Oh no, they're not light infantry.
Yeah.
So
2.
2. That's a large blast marker on that venom. Ouchies.
That means taking a 100 wound.
Hmm.
Like, isn't he like?
You have a 6-up save.
6-up, okay.
Yeah, and a 6-up ignore damage. Okay. Is that it?
That's all of them.
Okay. Last thing I have to activate are the Venoms. Okay, let's see what I can... I am now shooting that unit of Cabalite Warriors against the Incarn guy. So 2 shots with the rapid fire rifles. Or are they small arms fire? I think they're rapid fire. Okay, so I've got rifles which are small arms, so they don't get the rapid fire. Yeah, they're not rapid fire, they're just small arms.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 1 shot. Pew pew. Hits. And needing a 5 to wound. Yeah, that's just 1. Yeah. On the banner guy. So he just takes another blast marker there. And then I'm just gonna do all these venoms here onto this guy here that has taken the damage. So it's 2 each, so 4. Needing 3s. And needing 11s, 10s for, no. Venom 12s. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's
Poison?
Yeah, it's poison. What's the guy? No, the guys inside. Pew pew. 1 hit and 12s. Nothing. And then that one in the back over there. Gonna shoot your Storm Raven. 4s. Rerolling 1s thanks to Archon Skari. 2 hits. Needing 12s. Doesn't get rerolls because Doom doesn't help me. Okay, and that's it for that. That's pretty much that. Except for close combat, where I get to do Archon Skari. He's gonna swing at your Incarn guys. Phew. He hits. Sanguinary Guard needs a 7. Yeah, 1 blast marker there. Then I have 1 Urgol, 3s rerolling all misses. Nope, 2 hits. And then needing 8s for him, for the Urgols. No, 9s. No, 7s, sorry, 7s. So 1 more, that's a large blast marker. Ooh, yeah. 1 other Urgol attacking your Priesty guy, needing 3s, 2 hits. Needing 7s from the Urgol. 1 blast marker on your Priesty guy. And then the Slith is all, just a small blast marker on the Priesty guy. Oh, he did already? Yeah. Okay, then the Slith is going to attack Dante. Why not? Hits. And he needs a 8. Yeah. 1 blast marker on Dante. Go, little close combat army of doom. And I believe that's it.
Okay.
I believe we're done. I believe we
So
go.
at the end of the action phase, he's going to use his North CM on himself.
On whom? Oh, on himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
To remove, if I roll 4+ on a...
You just roll 4+?
Yeah,
And-
4+ it removes a bit blast marker.
Oh, that's cool. Doesn't matter how big the blast marker is.
Just says remove
That
a
is
blast.
amazing.
Yeah, so on a 4+ on a D6.
Okay.
Remove
So on a
1
4+, he heals himself. He does. Oh, he takes. I love it. Okay, fair enough. I also have Fortune, which is a psychic power. So I pick a Azuriani unit within 24 inches, which is this guy. Boop, boop. And he gets to roll D12s for all his damage, not D6s, which is good because he has a lot of large blast markers on him, trying to keep him alive with a good placed psychic power.
Okay, so this is for the Gallant.
Okay, so he's taken 4, so 4 5-ups for the Gallant.
Ooh.
He will go down. Does he explode and do a lot of damage?
Nope.
No, he does not. Okay, so he goes down. Now I get to pick mine. It has to be my Revenant Titan.
Sorry.
So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D12s. Needing 5s. Okay. Yeah. And I take 1, 2 damage. I am 2 damage down, and he takes a morale test now, but he's taken 6. So I need, so he more than likely gonna be critically damaged. So he's taken 6 damage tokens. 3 and 6 is 9. So he takes 1 more damage. So he is critically damaged. And he takes another wound. So he's taken 4 wounds 3. Okay, so now on the Paladin, you have 1 large and 1 small?
2 large and 1.
Oh, okay, 2 large and small on Mr. Paladin. A pow.
5+.
Okay. Oh, he takes the 3. And then a morale test as well. Which is leadership, I think, 7 or something for knights. He's fine. So he just takes the 3, but I believe that means he's critical.
Yeah, he's critical.
Okay, so he is critical. That's just -1 to hit with heavy weapons and halving his attacks characteristics as well. So now nothing else matters here. I've got, well, there's a couple things. I got on my Talos, which it doesn't matter if they explode or anything, so we can just do them all at once. Over here. So I have a bunch of large blast markers. Except for this Talos, he has a small. So he takes a wound. Does he ignore it? He does not. Does he take a morale? He's fine. So he takes a wound. Then I have a small, that's this one here. So he takes a wound. The other small one over there, he is fine. Does he take a morale for, no, he's fine with that. So he's fine. He takes a wound. Over here I have 3 of them. 3 D3s. Yeah. +1 to saves, so 2 is fine. And yeah, so he takes 2 damage. He is going to die. Bloop, bloop. He's very dead. Very dead from him, and his wound goes over here. And then I have this one over here needs 2 D6s. So 1 and 6 up, feeling pain. Nope, he takes 1, so he's going to die because he already had 1 on him. So he's dead as well. Other than that, I haven't taken any other damage over here except for them. They have indeed. They need a 5+, or 6+, sorry. 6+. Oh, nice. They live. Morale. Oh, what's the leadership? For the Fire Dragons is the last page. Fire Dragons are leadership 6. Okay, good. They just hold barely. And then I've got a morale test for that, except I'm going to use the Slith's special ability, and he's going to soak up the wound for him. Haha. Oh, shoot. It's a small one, right?
Yeah.
8. What's the save on the Slith? 9. Okay, so he's gonna
Die.
On a 6+, he doesn't die. No, he dies. The Slith takes a wound for his Archon and dies.
Okay.
Wait, that's all my damages.
Oh.
I also have this one over here, who took a large blast marker, so I need a 6 to save that little venom. Hiya! Yay!
Oh, no way.
And then a morale test. Yay! The venom! He lived! Go, little venom! Okay, so now the knights.
Halvarin, he needs a 5. I think.
That's a small blast marker.
Oh,
so it's
thank
a D12.
So I want to double check his arms.
Mm-hmm. Pew pew.
First time they've been shot.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Well, I needed to start taking some damage off your Firebase over there, because.
Just shooting away at everyone.
Oh, and I also have, I think my Grotesques over there
yeah,
took a small blast marker as well, so they have a save of some sort,
There you go.
which they pass,
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
so they have
morale
a
for them, they pass.
Okay,
Okay.
Halvarin, 5.
He's okay.
Morale 6.
Cool.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he's fine.
Other one.
He's
good.
fine too.
He's good.
He's fine. Okay, so they're good. That's it. They don't take any more damage. Then you've got this.
The Sanguinary Guard.
Yep, Sanguinary Guard.
Nope.
Ooh, they will take a wound.
Right.
Okay.
Dante, 4+.
He's okay. He loves it.
And 2 for the
Yep.
4+.
He takes 1. Okay. Ah. But Dante's super. His relic force field armor has held true so far, battling the odds. And then the Storm Raven, and then there's a couple. So Storm Ravens has to take damage. Then the two tanks actually, and then your tactical squad in the back there.
Storm Raven
well.
has 3. He's got
Yep.
6+.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Oh
he
no.
lives.
And morale, who knows? We'll
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Morale might kill him. But they can reroll morale tests because they're Space
Oh, yeah.
Marines in
good.
Space Marine detachments. That's +3. Mm-mm-mm.
Actually, I'm going to use a card.
He's gonna automatically plus morale, insane bravery. So he just takes 2 damage.
Yeah.
That's it. So it will be criticaled. However, he's still alive, which is awesome. He gets to shoot again, which is fantastic. And so then we've got some stuff on this side.
Okay. So I'll do the ball predator.
Yep. Just one little save. He's
Good.
fine, yeah. The Razorback, sure. Takes a damage. Yeah. They 2 damage as well. Yeah, nice. Sturdy little constructions.
What's on the back there?
Two large and a small against those Space Marines. Yep.
So one. So
2 damage.
They're dead.
Yeah. So the Space Marines get swiped by the grotesques.
Anything over here?
So a large on the Chaplain. The Chaplain that
5
just
plus.
refuses to die.
I'm throwing that away.
Yeah, that's all good. No, he
6. Oh no, he doesn't.
he doesn't have it. Okay.
So he dies.
So he does after all that. He had one chance to wipe out the entire squad of witches,
Yep.
and he didn't. And then this Dreadnought has 2 large. Oh, this Dreadnought's now the captain? Yeah. He's the captain now. He takes 1. And then a morale. Because they're leadership 5 or whatever. No. Marine. No. So he will run away. Do they? Death Company Dread. 6 up, feel no pain?
I'll check.
Yeah. So yes, they do have a 6 up, feel no pain. 2 of them.
Oh,
He lives with 1 wound. Good old Death Company Dreadnought. He's like, I'll murder you all. Awesome. I think that's it. Other than the Marines over there and removing the blast markers from these Predators and stuff. Awesome. We're moving into turn 4. Crazy. I do get a point finally, though. I do get a point. Because I do have some objectives, which means going to turn 4, we roll off for initiative again, and I will win the ties. But we are on turn 4. We're moving into the end of the game here. It is 2 points to the Blood Angels, 1 point to the Drukhari. What a slobber knocker it is.
Oh,
Yay!
you win.
I win the initiative. Okay. Now is when we kick it into high gear here. Alright, so I'm gonna start. Basically, everybody has advance, pretty much. I'm gonna start by actually, yeah, I'm gonna start by activating my Revenant Titans detachment with the Eldari detachment here. So we'll do that first. Okay, so I decided to play a card called Enemy Voxnet Subverted, and I pick a detachment at the start of the action phase, and I force them to change their order. So I went from advance to target lock, which means, I was like, and scramble their communications. Okay, so I'm still activating that unit. Okay, so we'll start with the Revenant Titan, who's going to shoot everything he can at your Paladin again. And I need 1 more small dice. Revenant Titan firing into Paladin, needing 3s to hit now because he's critically wounded. So that's 4. And needing 4s to damage with his weapon. So 2 large blast markers on that knight. And then his airburst fragmentation, needing 4s to hit as well. And needing 8 to wound the knight. So that'd be 1 small blast marker there. Okay. The fire dragons in the back are attacking that Furioso Dreadnought that's up on top of that hill. So 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. And wounding on 2s, rerolling because you're a vehicle. So 1 blast marker on your Dreadnought. Then I have the Warlock is going to use his Psychic Power thingy, or basically his Scourge attack thing, on your... need 4s to hit your... Nope, nothing. And then 2 shots. This is all into your Storm Raven, by the way, now. So Wave Serpent, needing 4s. And needing 8s from the cannons. Nothing. And then the Twin Rifles, 1 hit. And needing 11s. Nope. And Illith is going to shoot at your Furioso Dreadnought. Hits. And needs a... something. That will be a hit. So just 1 large blast marker on your big guy. Okay, and then we have a POW. I'm going to use a Psychic. So now I'm going to, after that detachment's done, I'm just going to use this. Select a Psyker, so my Farseer. Basically roll on a 2+, I place a blast marker near the closest enemy unit within 36 inches, which happens to be a Storm Raven. And it's a D12. And on a 7+, I place 2 blast markers. So just 1 blast marker into your Storm Raven. That's a smite. Ba-pow! So I smited him. Okay, and that is that. So now you get to choose something to attack. Less than 8. Okay, we'll check in a second. I think they'll be 6. Okay. So Scourge into the Grotesques, they take 2 blast markers. So a large blast marker on the Scourge. On the Grotesque. Okay, so because that happens, he's going to activate them now. So I'm going to play a card called Seize the Initiative. Haha! But I'm going to now activate my Coven. Seize the Initiative, so I get to choose someone. Yeah, that's right. I can Veil of Time you. So my Coven is going to activate. Okay, they have advanced forward. I have a Talus, Kronos, and Urien, all basically just advancing. So I have no shooting other than the Kronos and the Talus. So I'm going to start with the Talus. He has 2 Haywire Blasters, hitting on 4s to shoot. 1 hit. And it needs a 4+ to damage tanks. 1 damage on the Razorback, which is the only thing he can shoot. And then I have the Siphon, which is an Inferno, so it auto hits, needing a 9 to wound the Razorback. Nope. And then I have a Vortex, which is 1 shot as well. Rolled a hit on a 3+. Nope, missed as well. Okay, that's that. They're done. Now he goes back to his Knights, because I seized on him. Kind of like what he did with me with Veil of Time, but it wasn't a psychic power. It was just a generic card in the deck. Battle Cannon into the Revenant. He is -1 to hit now, so -2 to hit now, but he's +1 to hit because of Locked On.
Why is he minus?
My Revenant's -1 to hit built in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Battle Cannon and Rockets, and then Blast
he's
other
force.
guns. Yeah. So 4s to hit the Revenant. 2. This is the Battle Cannon. Oh, nicely done. A large blast marker. Missile hits. Nice.
6. Oh,
No. And then
2 stubbers.
Stubbers.
1 hit.
Yep. Nice. Wounds. So 1 on the Helverins. 2 Stubbers on the Cowlights. 2 hits. Nice. 2 blast markers.
Yep.
So
one
large blast marker on these little Cowlights. Hiya! Okay, I'll get that in a second. And then needing 3s to hit the Revenant. These, I think these Helverins have been one of the most consistent units in the entire army.
2, 4, 6,
7 hits. That's not bad. 7 hits. A pow.
7s.
Yep. 1, 3. No, that's a 9. 4. So 2 large blast markers on the Revenant. The Predator with my close combat attacks. So I only have 2 attacks now.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s, yeah. And wounding on something.
Close enough.
Close enough to actually have to check. 5s, yes. So 2. So a large blast marker on the Predator. So I'm going to activate the Witches over here. This big unit of Witches that took damage is just going to basically move into this Dreadnought. And then they're already in combat, and Lilith is just going to hang around looking pretty. And then this guy's just going to move right here. Okay, so combats. Let's do the Raider at the Storm Titan, needing 4s. Missed. Cool. Storm Raider, missed. Then I have, I'll just do all the attacks together. I have Witches. So that's 3 attacks from there, 8 attacks from there. So 6 attacks from there. So it's 4 attacks from there, because they are critically damaged, and then 8 attacks from the other unit. Needing 3s, rolling 1s, thanks to a Lilith Hesperax. 3, 6, 7. They need 8s to wound your Dreadnought. 1 blast mark, large, 1 large, 1 small, on your Death Company Dreadnought. And then I have 1 attack from that, and then 4 attacks from that, so that's 5 attacks in total. Oh no, sorry, 6 attacks. Into your other Dreadnought, 3s, rolling 1s, hiya! And 5, needing 8s. So that would be nothing. Nothing on that Dreadnought over that. Oh, something we forgot to note is this, they are technically out of command of him right now.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's just this drop pod and this Dreadnought are out of command of him at the moment. So he's using Honor the Chapter, which is a card. He gets to pick 1 Astartes unit. They get a free fight action, essentially. So he's going to activate that Dreadnought, that Death Company Dreadnought, and he's just going to get a free attack with them. So that's going to be fun. 15-man unit of Witches, 2 hits. Nicely done with his super blood fists.
And 6s. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, there's my freedom.
Oh, that was freedom. That was a free attack rolls. Dante, his priest, and Furioso Dreadnought activate as well. So they're on this flank, fighting off the Poison Tongue Cabal, led by Archon Skari himself. And here comes Hiya! And the fight is on as Dante engages Archon Skari in hand-to-hand combat. Love it. Dante, one attack. I like it. 2s.
Hits.
Very nice.
6s.
Ooh, he smacks Archon Skari in the face. Yep, Sanguinary Priest into that Urgle. Hitting on
2s, that's good.
yeah, cool. And then something to wound.
It wounds.
Oh, very nice. So the Urgle is probably gonna die.
Blood Talons.
Furioso with his talons, smacking the other Urgle.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I like it.
It's on 3s.
Nice.
Rolling because of Dante.
Ooh, very cool.
2.
And needing like 5s or something because get excited.
1.
Cool. 1 blast marker on the other. Okay, it's my turn now. I am going to activate these guys, this unit of Ravagers, but I am going to use a special Slay from the Skies stratagem. So these are Flayed Skull, so I get to change their action to an advance. So that would be the green one from a focused fire. And when they do, they double their movement value. So they get to move up to 24 inches before they get to shoot or attack. So the Ravagers have now moved 28 inches this way to support Archon Skari in his pursuit of glory. So I have, I'm going to shoot Dark Lances. We're going to shoot at that guy over there, that knight. And then the Ravagers, the Disintegrators, are going to shoot into there. Why not? I need a whole bunch of different stuff. I need 10s to hit, to wound that thing. Okay, so I'll do 2 at a time. 2 into here, needing 4s to hit, so that's 2. And then needing 10s to do damage with, nope, nothing. And then the other 2 Disintegrators into that thing. 2 hits, and then need 10s. So 1, so that turns it into a large blast marker. Hooray! And then I'm going to do 4 lances into that big guy. 3s to hit, 2 hits, and then needing 5s to wound. So 1 large blast marker on that paladin, and that is my attack. Now the Storm Raven gets to it. The Storm Raven is shooting everything into Revenant. He is critically damaged, so -1 to hit with heavy weapons only. Other than that, I am a Titan in close combat, so you can shoot me, which is more than fair, I think. But this has been an absolute slobber knocker. Let us know how you've been enjoying this down below. And I hope you've been watching while painting and getting your own forces ready for games of apocalyptic size, which has definitely been fun so far.
I'm in critical. Everything I have is heavy, so it's -1.
Oh, it's all heavy.
-1 on the Revenant.
Yes, so -2.
I need 5s.
So you need 5s to hit. Okay.
So missiles.
Cool. Nope.
The
Melters. Nope. Last cannons. Ooh, 1 hit. Nice. Good job, last cannons. Yep. Okay, that's a small.
You have the
I have
Swaaag.
my Grotesque there, and I still have that unit of Venoms. I did give these guys just an advance order, so they're just gonna get into combat here with this Rhino. And they're gonna smack it. So 2 attacks with their regular weapon, 1 hit. Against vehicles, it is an 8. Oh no, it's 10, sorry, nothing. And then 6 attacks with their cleavers. That's 5 hits. And they need 8s this time to wound a vehicle. So 1, 2, 2. A large blast marker on that Rhino. The battalion's gonna disengage, so the Predator can't shoot or do anything, but the other Razorback's gonna shoot at the Revenant Titan. Focusing fire here. 2 hits. And ooh, nice. So it turns that small into a lot. 6+ to hit with the Rhino attacking in combat. No, miss. I'm going to activate Serpent's Kiss on the Flayed Skull Battalion here, which means, Poison Tongue Battalion, which means I get to reroll 1s to wound for ranged weapons that target light targets, which will be your characters, essentially. Okay, so all my Venoms getting ready to shoot here. Yeah. Take them down, boys. So I'm going to start with here. A little shot into, so that's a hit, and shooting into your priest guy.
He's in combat.
Oh, that's right. Wah. That's right. Nah. They do have to get out here. Blah, blah. Aha, I can't shoot Dante, but I have to try and shoot that priest. Okay, needing a 5. That is a blast marker on him.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't hit. Sorry, because it's a light character. So this guy over here, rapid fire. Pow. Rerolling thanks to the Archon. So needing 4s to hit, 2. And needing 5s, rolling 1s. Oh, nothing. Okay, this guy over here. The Venom. Rerolling 1s thanks to the Archon. That was a miss. That's a miss. So 2, needing 5s on Mr. Priest. 1 blast marker so far. Then the guys inside. Missed. Guys inside there. Missed. Guys inside there. Hit. Yeah. And that's another one. So large blast marker so far.
Okay.
And then I have Venoms. So 2 more Venoms.
Priest.
First one. Yep. Priest. So it's 2. 1 more small blast. And then the other Venom. Rerolling 1s. So 3. And 5s. So it'd be another. So 2 large blasts on him. Ooh, good. And then I'm gonna do 1 from that little unit that's taking a lot of casualties. Missed. Okay, that is that. Okay. So that was the Serpent's Kiss. And then in close combat, Archon Skari gets to swing at you. He hits. Needs a 7. Nope, does not. Wound with his Husk Blade.
Last one I have is this guy here.
Okay. And now, yeah, those Dreadnought.
Death Company Dreadnought.
Death Company Dread. Ooh,
2 hits.
nice.
1 wound.
2?
Or 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 wounds on that unit of witches, so 1 large blast marker on the 15-man unit. Hopla! And then
Other
the
one?
other Dreadnought into the other unit that's damaged, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
So
Yep.
single hit. Oh, miss.
No, he missed.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got a Stormbolter from the
Dread pod, yep.
which will shoot at Lilith, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Hit. Ooh, nicely done. Nothing. Okay. And that is that. End of turn. Let's do the damage phase. Okay, I'm using Telekine Dome, Psychic Power on him.
So 4+ to remove a.
Oh, nice. So you just take the large.
Yeah.
That's why I needed 2 blast markers on him. So 4+ is fine. Okay, so I need to take 4 saves on the Titan, but I roll D12.
Miraculous escape as well.
Okay.
Remove another blast marker.
Oh no! Miraculously escaped the clutches of death. That's awesome. Okay, D12s, needing 5s to save. I take 1 more damage, and I need a morale at +4, so he's fine. So he takes another damage. The Revenant Titan does. Now you get to. The Titan takes 2 more damage, so he's gonna die, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Does he explode?
Hope not.
Kapow, baby. Oh, so close. the reactor's venting there, steaming. Okay, so over here I get a 10+ save for the small blast marker on those guys. Hiya! Nope. So 2 ignore pain saves. Nope, they die. Dead.
Huzzah. Hey, that means I still hold an objective.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Actually, nothing over here. Oh, I do have one guy.
Yeah.
5+.
The big on the
Save.
dread. Morale's fine because you're.
Yeah.
Oh no, leadership 5, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Go. He's fine. Okay, so that guy's okay. I'll do my Urgles. So small blast markers. So this Urgle over here. Nope, I don't know where it is. First Urgle, that one, and second Urgle, that one's probably okay. That Urgle though needs to take a 6 up feel of pain. No, so that Urgle's gonna die, and this one morale, he's okay. So I'll check that, see if it was an 11. Storm Raven.
6+.
Does he survive? No, the Storm Raven will go down. The psychic power doing enough damage to kill the pilot. Oh, and of course the big one, Archon Skari. Archon Skari has a 3+ save. So, because of his shadow field. If he fails it though, it goes up to an 8+. I know, there's still a thing, even in Apocalypse. Hiya! He does, he makes it, and morale, he's fine. So he just, that's right, I got a super shadow field as well, Dante. So I have this over here, I just have 1 blast marker. I cannot save it, it's physically impossible. So I'm gonna take my feel no pain. She's okay, they do, and morale test for them, they are fine. So they ignore this damage here. And then this one, I did not do anything. So the witches are okay. A large blast marker as well, so they can't physically save. So feel no pain. They do take it, and then a morale. Oh no! +1 is a 6. What is their leadership? I hope it's a 6. If not, they run away. It is a 6. Okay, so they just take 1. Now the Rhino takes a save. Does he only have 1 wound?
Nope, he has 2 wounds.
Okay.
1 damage
And
there.
a morale for the Rhino? No,
Good.
he's fine.
Okay, the Razorback. Or sorry, yeah, the Razorback.
Yeah, he had taken a damage from before, I believe.
Takes
Another one?
Morale. He's good.
Okay.
Oh, is that his second wound?
Yeah, that would be a sec. I think he took 1 loss. And it doesn't matter.
Okay, and then the
Yep.
Ball Predator. He saves.
He's okay. Ball Predator's okay.
Okay, and then
He loves it.
over here I have 1 big and 1 small on the.
Yeah, but they're gonna die because they're out of command anyway.
Correct.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They get removed because they're out of
And
command.
I pass both saves.
Oh no, he's just, I don't know where my boss is, and then they are removed
Actually, no, he
because
didn't
the
take
command's over here. Yeah, he didn't. So he's got 1.
He's got
Takes 1.
Okay.
Takes 1. The Predator's okay. With that, it is the end of turn 4. Holy moly, turn 4. I do get another point, bringing me tied.
Yeah.
However, at this point, it seems like it will be unlikely for the Space Marines to be able to stop me from getting another point on the objectives, because I have a lot of objective secure troops over here and a lot of objective secure troops over here, basically in range of multiple objectives. So with that, we are going to end the game of Apocalypse, and make sure you stay tuned for the after action report. Let us know what you thought down below, because this was brilliant. And that is game!
Wow, that was definitely fun.
That was so fun. We played a 6,000 point game in like 5 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
That's
crazy.
That's quick. Like,
That was super entertaining.
normally that take us an entire day.
Yes, and this was, we got up early, we came here, we set up by 10, we even had like an hour for lunch,
Right.
and it's like 5 right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's been good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely, the system is way better than the old version, where you get, and like the idea of taking away full units of infantry when they
Yep.
take 1 wound, speeds everything up, so you're not worrying about all the little micromanagement of things. It's great.
I love the you go, I go, but because it meant that I wasn't spending like 2 hours of doing nothing, waiting for you to move and shoot, and only
Right.
like rolling dice. Like I got to pick something, and there was you were kind of engaged in the game
Right.
the entire time.
Yeah, and like even like you said, like every single time you have like 1 detachment versus another detachment, it's like little mini games of Warhammer going on, in different parts of the table.
Yeah, and it was really cool to kind of see the importance of those strategic cards, which totally changed the
Oh,
tide of
man.
the battle
Those
at
things-
like clutch moments.
Those things are ridiculous. Like they're so much better than command point.
Oh,
rules,
yeah.
and the assets are so good. So
Yeah,
good.
so get yourself some command asset cards and make
Yeah.
yourself a cool deck that kind of builds into your faction.
Definitely.
And use them when you can, because
Yeah.
there's some tricksy stuff. in
Don't
there.
hold on to them if you don't have to.
Yeah,
Make
just use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're drawing like 5-6 cards a turn if you have enough detachments. So, and you can only have 10 in your hand at any one time.
That's right.
So just like use them if you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is protect your characters a bit better.
Yep.
That's definitely where you got me. is
I know those Death Company characters died pretty
you
quick.
took down all of my special characters, all my war masters.
I needed to take slaves. For
Nothing better than trophy slave, right?
Yeah. For not slaves. We don't like
Oh,
that
right,
word. As Ash was saying, servants with jobs or
Yes,
whatever. we call
indentured
them.
servants.
Yeah. No, the more we take them to the gladiatorial arenas
That's
and make
right.
them fight for our entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm glad Dante didn't die because he was a tank.
Yeah, he definitely survived to the end, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mephiston survived to the end. He didn't get out of his Razorback the entire game.
Nope.
The transports are so good.
Transports are great.
Yeah.
No wonder they're so expensive.
Yeah.
I was wondering why my transports were so expensive, but after playing the Venoms, they're worth it, every penny, because it means
Yeah.
your guys don't get shot. They
Yeah.
can get out onto objectives. Like it's really useful.
It's so useful.
Yeah.
I can see them being popular again.
MVP.
For my team, I would definitely have to say my chaplain. He
That one javelin.
He survived so many hits. Just refused to die. He did die in the end,
He did.
but he definitely lasted 4 full turns of getting hit by 20.
5 up save. 5 up save.
Yeah.
5 up save.
Those
That's great.
20 witches were tough to
Hold.
to
My
dislodge.
witches stayed in that. You gotta stop them from going anywhere. You're like
Right.
Death Company
That one chaplain tied him up for the whole game.
for the whole game.
Yeah.
And my favorite was my Revenant Titan.
Yeah.
That thing was
Oh,
amazing.
I poured so much firepower into him.
Yeah.
Like basically half
And I was
an
like,
army.
and Fortune, and
Yeah.
Telekin Dome, and keeping
Command
it
asset
alive.
cards. That's where they're at. Use them.
Okay, well, guys, let us know what you think. Have you played it yet? If not, I hope you're excited about trying it out. I highly recommend it. It was a very fun way to pass an afternoon.
Definitely.
So I hope you guys go out and try it and give it a chance because it is really fun.
All right.
Okay, after all, I am Skari.
And I'm Greg.
See you till next time. Skari and Greg out.